Just me and you, buddy. Bartertown time, isn't it? Is it Bartertown time? Say hi. You just want to say hi to my apples. This is Bart. Hi, I'm Penelope. This is Justin. No, this is Tucker, and I'm Justin. And Penelope is behind the camera.
Because it was really cute the way Tucker was sitting in your chair.
It was staring at my apples. I'm trying to open these goddamn apples.
How about them apples?
Need to get some blood sugar going. Hi! It's 5 p.m.
It's 5:03 p.m.
I'm looking at myself on the screen here. Time for a claim sale.
Time for apples. How about them apples?
Big butt coming, Tucker. Big butt coming. Where you going?
He's going into my chair.
Okay.
Slightly smaller butt incoming. You can sit with me. He just wants your apples. Hi, everybody.
We're gonna let things fill up here and share like we usually do.
Mandy, Christine, hi. It's been so long.
Amanda, where you been? You haven't gone live.
I'm waving.
I have been looking for your live and missing your live stuff. I'm sure life is busy and hectic. I understand. Believe me.
Believe me, we get it. We look a little yellow today. I'm not sure what's up with that. Yeah, our light's a little yellow. Our white balance isn't the best. 2 apples. I don't know what that means, but yes. Hi. Hi. I need a pen.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm like paying attention to eBay. I missed all kinds of stuff.
Justin's trying to snipe auctions. I'm not sure what you're doing.
I got crushed.
Oh, just throw that at me. Just one pen.
So anyway, good. I don't need to spend any money. Hi. So this is some Ghostbusters. We got all kinds of stuff. I would have started out with Banshee screaming into the screen, but he wanted to hang with the Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters!
You want to start sharing this around places? So
yeah, I'm going to pet Tucker for a second.
Okay.
But,
man, we need to catch up. It's been a week.
See. Matt says hi. Alicia, Mandy, Loki, Mark. Mandy's been at the beach. Nice. Shad is tuning in. Guess what we have this week, Shad?
I received it probably over a month ago.
Oh,
it has my address.
Alex is here. Kevin's here. Kevin, we dug out some Joe stuff. It's not vintage, but we did dig out some Joe stuff.
I got a package here from Shadnowicki Artist.
Johnny Monkey Hawkins is here. It's Ethan
Do not
over
think.
there.
Guys, so Johnny...
Freddie, my favorite people. Freddie, you need to get out more. We're terrible.
So Johnny Monkey, I'm bouncing around here because you mentioned everybody. First of all, we're going to be unboxing this probably first. So Shad doesn't have to sit here the entire time. But I won a while ago. Shad did a... Shad is an artist. He's a painter. He paints amazing renditions of a lot of pop culture stuff, a lot of nerd stuff that we all love. He's right there with us. I'm sure he could do much more in other things. I'm sure he does. But it seems like his passion, I mean, not to speak for you, bud, is pop culture. A lot of iconic movie characters, and he's been doing toys. So he posted a picture of I think the toy version of Baron Harkonnen from the Dune line from back in the day. And he was like, who's this? Whoever can answer it, has a chance to win a print. So I answered, just for fun. And I ended up winning, which is awesome. I never win anything. If it was raining, can't use that line, can I?
Sure you can. We're not, this is not safe
This
for
is
work.
not kid friendly.
Go ahead.
You kids can hang, but you might have to earmuffs. Earmuffs. If it was raining pussy, I'd get hit with a dick. It's just the way the world works. Not that that's a bad thing, I guess. No judging.
What are you trying to say?
It's a judge-free zone. So anyway,
look at Tucky.
I won this from Chad, and he was like, you get to choose a print. So I chose a print. He's got all kinds of amazing stuff. Make sure you go check out his page. And he's like, well, I threw a little something extra into the, because this is not just a print. And he did some great packing. And I've been meaning to do a live unboxing of this on Bartertown. I just kept forgetting it at home. So we're going to do that as soon as we share this around and the lobby fills up. As soon as our little audience fills up. A couple other things. Speaking of art, Molly Snickers, right? Mallory, I'm sorry. So bad with names. Dave's wife or girlfriend or significant other.
I believe they're married.
We didn't realize it, but last week she posted a piece of really cool fan art I don't want to say fan art, but like friend art, whatever you want to call it. But
it was so
I guess
weird
Dave,
and cool.
they hang out and watch
Yeah.
us, and she just kind of like
It was so.
did a piece of art.
It was so. So cool and
We
weird
can't actually
to get,
share in the thread, which
yeah,
sucks.
we can.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it's
so,
on our page.
It's so weird and cool to have fan art of myself. It was like so bizarre. I felt like I was having an out-of-body experience, and Tucker was in it.
Tucker's in it.
I love that Tucker's in it.
Because he's on your lap. You're like an evil. He's like Mad Cat to your Dr. Claw.
His name was Mad Cat?
Yeah. Gadget.
I didn't realize his name was Mad Cat.
Yeah. So, that was super cool. We shared it. We'll try and share it here because it was, for somebody to even take the time and sit and do us, draw us, like, there's so many other things in life.
They are married, and she will be watching, but she's taking a nap.
Fair enough. I'm almost taking a nap. I have coffee brewing, though.
Shad calls himself a vintage pop culture painter, all 80s.
Perfect. That really nails what you do. And there's so much in there. Dude, you have boundless ideas and inspirations in the 80s. Because everything is based on the 80s now. And some of the stuff you do, I love this, some of the stuff you do isn't like on the nose stuff. You're not always doing like, it's not always...
Oh, some of it's like more like underground.
Deeper. Yeah, well, first of all, Baron Harkonnen, that's pretty deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, anyway, another thing I want to mention is Johnny Monkey, who owns Monkey's Emporium in Camden, London.
Yes.
Amazing place. He just
Oh my God.
got
I'm jealous.
a life-size statue of Battle Cat.
I have never been more jealous of another human being.
It's not a thing that was produced
No.
for like purchasing. I think it was from like a museum.
It was like an art exhibit.
Yeah, but it wasn't specifically for He-Man. It was like a cat exhibit. But like I guess somebody loved that, and you should see that. It's a life-size fucking Battle Cat statue.
It's like a life-size fiberglass Battle Cat that you can literally like, ride on.
It's amazing.
I've never been more jealous of another human being.
Yes,
Ever.
and so congratulations, Johnny. What an awesome score. What a great piece for the store. And you're such a He-Man guy. You're such a Master Universe guy that it's right there for you. You know, it's not something you wouldn't even care about.
He said we're gonna ride it the next time we come to the
You're
UK.
damn right.
Yes.
You're
gonna have
better,
to
you
keep
better
it locked
put some
down,
extra support on that motherfucker
because I'm
for
gonna
me
be
to get
trying
him
to
on
drag
there.
it back to the United States.
Yeah, good luck with that. It's like shipping a car over here. So without further ado, I think I'm going to open this up. I've had it for months.
Yeah.
I've had it for months.
Bring your sword on your loincloth. Are you talking to him or me? Because we both have both.
I go nowhere without that stuff. I go nowhere without a sword and loincloth.
He's wearing it underneath his outfit right now.
It's a nightmare trying to get him through customs.
I'm like,
oh my gosh.
my dear sweet brother
Hey,
Noomsy.
let me see. There's like a thingy pull.
Hey, yeah?
You got that?
I don't know. You got that? I don't got that. Well, it's sticky.
Yeah, you didn't do that right. It's fine.
I didn't do it right?
No, it's good. It's good. It still works.
Look, it's
It works.
open. Dude, oh, my address. Everybody's going to be...
Dave, you absolutely want to hit up Monkey's Emporium. It's amazing.
Steve in London?
Dave J. Bailey is not in London.
Oh,
I don't believe.
yeah.
Hi, Veronica. Dave, Johnny's always making jokes that Farpoint's the best toy store in the world, but Monkey's Emporium is truly a sight to behold, and we instantly became friends with them when we met him. Go ahead and shoot first.
Here's the deal about Monkey's Emporium is, this is like boxing. We probably have 5 times the amount of space that Johnny has. So we can put a lot more stuff in the store. Just like pound for pound, though. Just like you're judging a heavyweight boxer against a welterweight or featherweight boxer. Pound for pound, that featherweight boxer is probably a better boxer than a heavyweight boxer. It's just, the heavyweight boxer has a lot more mass. Pound for pound with toy stores, Johnny has the best toy store we've ever been to. Pound for pound. No doubt about it.
Is that a joke about British pounds?
No, I didn't even think about that. Thanks.
I thought it was clever.
All right. Well, there you go. Pound for pound. Dollar for pound.
Hi, Amy.
All right.
I just shared Shad's link in there. I thought that was nice.
Congrats. I know you had a bit of bad... Oh, come on. I don't want to talk about that stuff anymore.
What?
Well, it was relevant a month ago.
I hope these make you guys smile. Listen, I know you had bad luck lately. Hopefully these make you guys smile. Stay rad, Shad. And he rhymes. And there's some of his business cards. Oh! Oh, that's going up in the store. So here's the thing. He was like, choose a print. And it was so hard to choose a print.
Choosing your favorite child.
I'm like, well, what? Because there's so many that would work well hanging in the store. Well, that's getting framed above the turtle case or going in the turtle case.
Something just fell out of it.
Yeah, it's business cards. Shad, you rule, man. Oh my God.
That's gorgeous.
So that's going to be Raphael, the toy. I mean, you know, the original version, they all had the reds. Well, they were all black and white, but then they all had the reds. But this is obviously the Playmates Raphael toy.
Dude, how cool is
wow.
that?
Wow.
That is so cool. I love it. Oh, it's signed. What does it say?
For Farpoint Toys, stay rad. That's
oh,
awesome.
I love it.
And he actually signed the print too. Oh, there's a print run. It's 11 to 50.
Wow.
I didn't know you did limited runs.
Oh,
you know what's really cool? His logo is like the Superpowers. Yeah, the Kenner Superpowers logo. Right there with us, using the G.I. Joe logo. Like we're all the same. We're all the same there. That is so cool, man.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
That's awesome for the turtle case.
Alright, Justin.
Dude, oh my God, this is so timely. I did not plan this. Don't cross the streams. This is Ghostbusters on the roof. And this is the whole set from the Diamond Select rooftop diorama. So dude, that is so cool. Oh Shad, I might have to, if I sell this set, I might throw this in with that, to be honest with you. Here's the thing about owning a toy store. I want to hang every one of these, but our wall space is such a premium. And dude, how cool does that go along with that?
Oh my gosh, that's so topical.
I know. It's hard to hang art in the store because
all of his prints are limited.
I did not know that. Now I do. Which is why I missed out on Conan. Damn it! And Road Warrior.
All right,
He's got so much cool stuff.
What do you want in this?
Kermit's making you coffee.
Make it blonde and no sugar. Just coffee. Just milk. No sugar tonight in my coffee. Well. OMG. You want to talk about making us smile?
I'm not even going to show anybody this one because it's mine.
It's the baby.
It's my baby.
Show them.
I don't want Tucker to get jealous.
Yodi!
Aww.
It's my baby.
Look at the baby.
The child, it's called.
It's Yodi.
Guys, I just posted Shad's link here. If any of this stuff interests you, I'm not going to work. Please give him a look. He has all kinds of great art, not just the stuff you're seeing here, but all kinds of cool
Tons
stuff.
of stuff.
You can commission him, I believe. Shad, I think I toyed around with the idea for like a minute of commissioning you.
We can't afford real artists.
But I can't afford real artists, so I apologize. Your stuff's amazing, and is there more in here?
I think this is the one. I think this is the one we chose.
There's another baby.
It was a hard decision to make to choose.
Yeah, he tried to get me to choose, and I'm like, I can't pick one. Look at the baby.
Who else is? I mean,
Tucker, hide your eyes. I don't want you to jealous.
I can't wait for the next Mandalorian season to come out.
Everyone is freaking out.
Look how cute that is.
So cute.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
Dave, this entire set of Ghostbusters figures is coming up for sale today on The Price is Right.
So I had a conversation with Skylar the other day,
smart.
and she thought like you know, she didn't know the whole history of DC and Marvel and superheroes in general, and she thought like Spider-Man was one of the first. And we had a discussion about the Golden Age and how DC kind of ruled the world and invented superheroes with Superman and the whole, you know, I didn't get too deep with Bill Finger and how, you know, Simon & Schuster got fucked. I didn't get into much of that, but I talked about how DC kind of invented superheroes and then they kept, you know, all those original Golden Age DC guys, and how really only Marvel had Captain America in the Golden Age, and Submariner and Human Torch. But like really Marvel didn't hit their stride until the 60s when this man just, you know, took over the comic world. And it wasn't just him. We all know, you know, Ditko and Jack Kirby would never happen without them either. But, wow, what a great stand. And listen, I know that there are people who take away from Stan and Stan, you know, the whole thing with his artists and taking credit for things. But without him, just like without anybody else, none of this shit would have happened. We wouldn't have the movies we have right now. And this is just an awesome. Shad, did you ever meet him, man? Did you paint this before he passed? Did he ever get a chance to see this? Because I'm sure he'd have loved it if he saw it.
Your mom's watching.
My mama. Hi, Mom. And this reminds me of my grandma.
Dude, it reminds you of your grandma.
It does, and you know why?
A sweet old lady with green hair.
No, a sweet old Italian lady, and I'll tell you why it reminds me of my grandma. Because when I was like,
she used to get really mad.
No, that's me. I grew up basically in my father's mother's house. I mean, my dad was, I grew up with my dad and my mom, and everybody was around, but my dad would always drop me off with my grandparents, and that was like my home. So I was always there. And we watched TV together in her bedroom, and this is one of the shows. This, Fantasy Island, Love Boat.
Oh, dude, Fantasy
Chips.
Island.
Like, we watched all these shows, and now I look back, I'm like, my grandma was watching The Incredible Hulk.
I know. Well, Bill Bixby was.
Bill Bixby was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
But I remember watching this with my grandma.
I never watched Chips.
And, dude, think about Lou Ferrigno. Before CG, he was a man that pulled off being the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
And if you look back...
There's no CG.
No CG. If you look back, other than, like... The Hulk is, like, insanely strong now. And he was only, like, throwing around benches and chairs. Like, I watched one scene from the courtroom, from the Thor... I think it was the Thor episode, like, one of the movies after the show. And all he's doing is, like, flipping over tables.
Was Lou Ferrigno in that horrible Thor movie?
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno was the Hulk every time.
I wasn't sure if he was part of that.
What's funny is, so David Banner is like testifying next to a judge, and he has a beard, and it's cool. It's like later on in David's life, and when he hulks out, the beard is gone. So that's really weird.
It should be the opposite.
I don't know. I wanted to see like
beard, and then the
Hulk with the
out
beard,
with
like Maestro Hulk.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I feel like Hulk was underpowered then, because he wasn't doing anything really crazy. He would like break a brick wall once in a while. But Hulk is so OP now.
He had to be underpowered because he was being played by a human person with no CG. So like, what were they gonna do? Like, have him destroy an entire building somehow? Like, that wouldn't have worked.
Hey Shad, thanks so much, man.
Shad, this was really cool. Thank you
that
so
was
much.
That was a hell of a prize package there, dude. Thank you so much, man. Here, you can throw them in there. I'm actually going to, and we're going to advertise it as such. This is a set of the Diamond Select Ghostbusters. This was the rooftop diorama set. This is every figure. Every figure from the set. I think there are 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. I think there are 15. She fucked me up.
I did, I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 15 because you got to count Slimer and the Devil Dog.
I'm going to catch us up on some comments. Shad, unfortunately, never had the chance to meet Stan.
Oh.
Everyone is geeking out over Shad's art. His art is absolutely amazing. Shad thought he'd like the Hulk. He's had the chance to paint for Lou Ferrigno a couple times. He's a great guy.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool. And Matt asked if I'm wearing a Red Dwarf shirt. Yes, Matt, I am.
We have been binging Red Dwarf.
This is actually the second Red Dwarf shirt that I've worn this month on Bartertown. I wore a London Jets shirt 2 weeks ago, but I didn't expect anyone to get that. It's really kind of a deep reference.
Did
Jim Bexley Speed?
Jim Bexley Speed? Well, he played for the London Jets.
Yeah,
right?
0G. He played roof attack. He was roof attack position.
Bexley.
Jim Bexley after Jim Bexley Speed. Well, what's your first son's name? Jim after
Jim
Bexley Speed. I'm a huge Red Dwarf fan. I've been a huge Red Dwarf fan since I was maybe 9 or 10.
I can't take credit for knowing shit about Red Dwarf. Before her, I never even heard of it.
It's amazing. If you are, and this is for anyone watching, if you guys are fans of Hitchhiker's Guide, if you're fans of British comedy, if you're fans of the Alien movie franchise, if you're fans of sci-fi in general.
They actually shot, and I know it's because of you, on the sets from Alien.
Yeah.
Because Alien was shot in England, outside London. The same place I think Star Wars.
Was it Pinewood Studios?
I think so.
That I'm not sure about. But they did reuse a lot of stuff. The first few seasons of Red Dwarf were very low budget, but it's charming. It's not shitty. The show now, after 33 years, it just aired its 13th season. It's a little inconsistent over the years with seasons versus one-offs.
The fact that it's 90% the same cast
It is.
over the course of 30
I mean,
years.
they recast after, they had a cameo character come back full-time, and they did recast him as a full-time actor. They've had some of the cast leave and come back. It's hilarious, it's funny, it's British, it's sci-fi.
Best thing about the show by far is Holly the computer.
Well, don't get too attached, because they do replace him.
I know, but he comes back again.
He does come back.
I've watched enough where he got replaced.
We started back at season 1. I think we got up to like season 4.
Maybe.
Years ago. But with the 13th season just coming out, I decided that I wanted to go back and revisit all of it and drag Justin along. I love Red Dwarf.
It's so funny because the main character, I know the show is set 3 million years in the future. Actually, when they start, it's only set like probably a few 100,000 years or a few thousand years in the future.
No, it's in the 20s.
100 years? Okay, so it's in the near future.
In the not too distant future.
And the main character is, Lister, is such a 90s punk. He's like, got dreadlocks, he dresses like a 90s dude. It's so 90s, you can just tell by looking at him. But
everybody's making Red Dwarf references, except for Chris Wilde, who said that celebrities should not be eating Wawa brand apple slices.
So Chris actually messaged me. So today was I didn't prepare for. It's been very hard to prepare for Bartertowns.
Dude, go ahead and finish, and then I have to address.
It's been very hard to prepare for Bartertowns because we have so much else going on, and this takes a couple days of preparation. Pulling the stuff out, finding the stuff, buying the stuff, whatever we're doing to get it. Getting it to
Kermit
Studio, Muppet Studios
here.
Which today might be the last day of Muppet Studios. The stores were. That's why it's been so hard for me to do this, because I've been working on the store, pulling cases away from the walls, opening walls up, and getting sections of the store back to normal. Hey, we now have heat and air again, right? We now have heat and air again.
And this round of applause is for you guys, because if it wasn't for you, we would be burning our product in the middle of the store to stay warm and or cool.
Well, not right now. That's to stay warm. We'd be
to generate light.
Dying. So yes, the store has HVAC again.
Yes. So
not a hot water heater, but the heater and air conditioning is back.
Yeah, we did find out one interesting thing. Some of the electricity that shot back into the building actually arced inside the water heater through the wall. So we actually found our HVAC guys found in the wall burn marks. At the top and bottom of the
craziness
water heater.
So
that was
I'm cleaning up the big room, we call it, the Great Hall.
The Great Hall.
And I think we're going to be able to start shooting. Kermit will be coming with us as a production manager. And Tucker, of course. But I think we might be back.
He heard his name.
We might be back in the store, which will be a welcome. So it takes me a long time. Then I have to price this stuff because I don't want to sit here like, how much do we want for this?
Yeah.
So
tends to be fairly
that took me all day. So anyway, to get back to the point, Chris Wilde, 58 South Barbecue. I want to say 38 for some reason. Messaged us this morning and was like, hey, I got some sausage and peppers. And I am not one to miss fucking sausage and peppers.
We'll be stopping on our way.
Right. But
Chris, thank you. Chris tried to feed us. We just couldn't get away from Muppet Studios to grab that. I want to address a couple comments. Yes, Red Dwarf is amazing. It's British. It's sci-fi. It's Star Trek meets Are You Being Served meets Alien meets Hitchhiker's Guide. It's amazing. Loki, there was a pilot for an American reboot. There was, and it was god-awful.
Oh.
The only good thing about
I hate when they do.
There's no reason they couldn't have just brought the British version over, which they ended up doing. But the only good thing, Terry Farrell played Cat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I could watch that.
It's the only good thing about it. If you guys aren't aware, Terry Farrell was Jadzia Dax on Star Trek DS9. She had like these weird, it was weird. It wasn't good. It was bad. Anyway, off Red Dwarf. Go watch it if you haven't. You can find it on the internet.
Tom, I'm stopping in tomorrow to talk about the water heater, man. We're going tankless. So if we're going to have to get a new water heater, we want to do the right thing and get a decent one. Come on, Egon. I spent a half hour setting these guys up. That's why I didn't get to
I know a guy if you need a water heater. We need a water heater.
We need a water heater. So we know a guy who knows a guy, I guess. So, did we address everthing? Should we sell something?
Pretty much all the comments that we heard here.
Anybody interested in some Diamond Select Ghostbusters? Banshee is not included. Put me in here with these giants. He's only 6-inch and they're 7-inch. He has a short Irishman complex.
Anyway.
Are you going to sell me new steed? Look at his new steed.
I can't see over the.
You can look at right there.
Oh yeah. I thought he was riding on Venkman for a second.
So there's 15 guys here. None of the rooftop diorama.
Not including Banshee.
Not including Banshee.
Are
There's
we throwing
15.
in? Hey, are we throwing in this print?
With the print. Wow.
I think that's a cool crossover.
I think it is.
Yeah, make sure you put one of these business cards in there. Too.
Yeah, I will. So
Yeah.
Shad was
That's awesome.
amazingly generous, generous enough to donate a bunch of prints, and we're hoarding all of them for ourselves, probably except this one. The turtle's hanging in the turtle case.
Totally.
Yeah.
But I think it's cute that this is relevant.
It
It's
is.
like your own little diorama piece.
So with 15 figures with a limited print from Shad, that we did not plan this at frickin' all,
I saw you
man.
wanted to seal the envelope. You couldn't have known what was
Mark didn't even notice the terror dog. How could you miss it?
It's me steed.
Banshee's
It's
right.
Banshee's steed.
Banshee.
How about
Banshee.
$200?
For
15 figures and the print shipped.
these are Diamond Select, right?
Yes, it's the
So-
first wave. They came with the rooftop diorama parts.
But this is just a figure.
With the rooftop diorama, this is like a $500.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
Any accessories?
They all have their backpacks and stuff. I think they have everything. They did newer versions that came with multiple hands and all that shit, but this is they didn't come with diorama pieces. So this is the diorama. They're all basically, if it's not complete, they're 99% complete. But this is every figure,
Matt says that's a bargain.
and it's dude. I mean,
They're
obviously,
priced to move.
it's impressive, except for Banshee.
They're cool. The sculpts are great. Everybody really looks like who they're supposed to be. They look really great.
No doubt about that.
$200 plus the Shad print thrown in free of charge.
Yeah, I don't even know.
From our friend Shad.
I'm not really taking Shad's print into consideration with the price. It's kind of like a bonus.
Oh yeah, no, that's no. He gave it to us. We're re-gifting it forward to get the word out there a little bit more about Shad. Everyone's still talking about Red Dwarf. Jupiter Mining Corporation, guys.
So she was dressed as cat. Was she in like a cat suit?
She was. It was ridiculous.
Maroon.
I tried to get you to watch it before. It's terrible. It's on YouTube. It's bad. There was just no chemistry. There was none of that like witty banter. They tried to Americanize it, and it's so British.
Well, there's so like things. Oftentimes, The Office is one of the only things I can think of where it was like really successful, and took the British idea further.
Oh.
But like Top Gear, I fucking love Top Gear. The American version is terrible because sometimes it just needs that specific like British way of delivering the humor, or the British. The guys in Top Gear. I don't know if you guys. I'm a motor head. I love cars. Those guys' personalities are so good that no American can compete with that. So I'm hot.
You are hot. Look at that
Hair's
hairdo.
I know the air's on.
He is hot. So it doesn't look like anybody has claimed
That's
the
fine.
Ghostbusters.
This is an amazing display in the store.
Does that mean they're going to live on the table for the rest of Bartertown?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because I spent too much time setting them up. Another thing we have that's a complete set is this is going to be hard to do.
Yeah, because you're leaving that on the table. We should have had a secondary table where we moved that one out and brought another one in. Here, we have your drinks. Let's
Here,
have your
I got
drinks
it.
and things off.
All right. So this is the complete set of Bro Thor from Avengers Endgame, the Marvel Legends Bro Thor bath set.
Mark is like, come on, no one wants these?
All 6 figures to build Bro Thor. So you got 6 figures, 1 in each box, and then you put the build-a-figure together, and you got Fat Thor,
Who is like...
who is the champion,
Yes.
who is the
he
fucking
is-
man. And these
he's my
figures aren't no
favorite.
slouches. This is freaking Valkyrie. What an awesome version of Valkyrie that is.
Dude, another line with great sculpts. This entire weight.
I
is
would
weight
keep them, but I
sculpts.
can't do it. These are all sealed in boxes. I would love to keep
They're
these,
case
but I
fresh.
can't
We
start.
literally just opened the case like yesterday.
Yeah, I can't start. You got Vision. I can't start collecting Marvel Legends, or it's over for me. We'll never make any money. Awesome version of Iron Patriot with both Thor heads, the Lebowski sunglasses.
Oh, he comes. That.
Do you know how bad I want to
comes
keep
with
the
both
build?
heads.
Yeah, you know how bad I want to keep the Build-A-Figure Thor.
I want to keep it. That was our plan. I
All right.
thought we got 2 cases and we were gonna.
Well, if
keep
it doesn't
one
sell,
together.
if it doesn't sell, we'll keep it.
Nah. We're going on anyway.
Good version of Iron Man. Yeah, it's actually worth too much to keep.
We just said good version of Iron Man.
I mean, Captain America.
Good basic.
Great
Captain America.
version of Heimdall. Rip.
I hate spoilers.
Come on, man. Movie's been out. And then, here's Iron Man. And Iron Man actually comes with the Nano Gauntlet, which is super cool.
Dominic said the Iron Patriot is the hardest one in the set.
Is it? I figure Iron Patriot and Valkyrie are probably the two best from the set.
Valkyrie is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Just because they've done so many Iron Mans and so many Captain Americas. The cool thing about this Iron Man is that he comes with the Nano Gauntlet, which is like super important for the movie. These movie figures where they took the likenesses are fantastic, man. Marvel Legends is not that.
Didn't they do like that 3D scanning thing?
Yeah, they did.
Their faces.
What did I do with the thing?
Dude,
All right.
Freddie, I also love Fat Thor. I'm really tempted to keep this, but then I would feel bad that I'm breaking him open.
It's worth good money. This is actually cheaper than you can get it on eBay by like $25, $30.
Yeah, we have to beat eBay. I mean,
Yep.
I know we're entertaining.
So $225, $225.
$225 gets you all 6 figures sealed
Yep.
from the.
Don't keep them sealed though. You want to build Growth Thor, and if you don't buy it, we'll build Growth Thor.
No, don't convince people not to. Please.
I'm not convincing anybody.
So Mark said he'd seriously consider the Ghostbusters, but he's newer in his NECA case. They're not NECA, man. They're Diamond Select. You need to get a new Diamond Select case just for that.
They're NECA-ish though.
They're definitely NECA-ish. Are they bigger than NECA figures?
No, I think they're all the same
7-inch,
scale. I don't know if NECA are 6 or the ones they did or not.
Yeah.
The NECAs are really nice. I think the NECAs are the ones with the. So many people have passed the license back and forth.
It's back and forth.
Diamond Select now did another. They're doing a Firehouse diorama, which is super cool.
Oh, it's so cool. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters, another pretty perfect movie. We were just talking about perfect movies earlier.
Speaking of Ghostbusters, how about we throw a vintage Ghostbuster in here? A zombie.
Look at him. I like that his head pops up. Dude,
So this is from the
Oh,
original run of the Kenner Go Real Ghostbusters. My little brother was his to my G.I. Joe, and from when I was a kid, my little brother Stevie, Ghostbusters was his thing, and just reminds me of every time I play with him. And this is from the early monsters where they did the Mummy, Dracula, Frankenstein, and this is like the zombie. He works. Fright features in great shape. There's nowhere to put him up here. Anyway, Kenner, Real Ghostbuster Zombie, $15, complete in great shape. Let's step back from the couple $100 things.
Everybody's like, I cannot believe no one is claiming the Ghostbusters figures.
And go to the. It's a great set.
It's a great
hey,
set, but it's a big nut all at once.
It is a big nut
You
all
tell
at
from
once.
across the room who's who. Sculptor.
That's how good the sculpts
The
are.
sculpts are
That's what I'm
absolutely
saying.
beautiful.
And what's really cool is there's 2 rays. There's one ray with the goggles and a regular ray, and then there's like a slimed Peter.
Slimed.
Yeah.
Do they even have marshmallow on them, or were those were the SDCC exclusives?
Marshmallow with the SDCC exclusive, yeah.
Which we had one last week. Nicholas?
What am I doing with my coffee?
It's over here. Nicholas has claimed the zombie.
Zombie. Just put that with the
Am I
coffee, please.
switching them, or?
No. Just I'm putting them out of the way so
I
I'm
have all
still.
of your
Here,
drinks.
I'll take zombie.
It's
Stop.
in your head.
Please no.
Let's stick with vintage awesome figures.
Please no.
This is from I have recently upgraded to a 100% complete version.
I like how you call it your collection. That's cute.
Okay, so your D&D books are our collection.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna die before me, so.
So you're our.
We have
Our-
a banging D&D collection.
We have an awesome white box.
We have an amazing white box thanks to Brian Stillman, creator of Eye of the Beholder and the Art of Dungeons and Dragons.
So this is a vintage LJN.
Melinda the Ghostbusters set, plus a limited print from our friend Shad as a bonus. $200 for all 15 figures, not including Banshee. All 15 figures and this cool bonus print from our friend Shad, who's an amazing artist. In case you missed that, $200.
It's 15 figures.
Yeah.
Complete.
Including the Terry.
Or 99% complete. I believe they are complete, but I hate saying it because what if there's a stick?
They display absolutely beautifully.
Oh, dude.
They came originally with the Build-A-Figure parts for the rooftop diorama.
Yeah.
None of that is included, just the actual figures.
With the rooftop diorama, it's a $500 set.
I can't believe that rooftop was $300.
Yeah, well. So this is a vintage LJN.
Johnny, no, for my cold dead hands, man. He said, bring on the D&D white box. I have a 5th print white box complete at home that I got from our good friend Brian. It's amazing, and prior for my cold bed enhancement.
If anybody doesn't know, the white boxes are like the original Dungeons and Dragons sets.
Before you could buy the single books in bookstores, and before it blew up like it did now, you could just get these little tiny booklets. They look like someone printed them on like loose leaf paper at a Xerox machine in a little white box.
So this is
anyway,
the
off topic.
very rare shield shooter version of the LJN D&D. I can see it there. Good. LJN Dungeons and Dragons figures from like '84, maybe before, early '80s, '83 maybe, '84, somewhere in there. The original version is a different color, and he doesn't have the shield shooter thing. Finding these complete is insane. Incomplete, he's like a $250 figure. What do I have on him?
I have no idea.
Who is he? What's his name?
Is he the Ogre King?
He's the Ogre King. $50. Just because he's from my private collection.
1982.
Jesus, 82. Super rare. Believe me, if you know this stuff, you know that's a good deal for this figure. The earlier version isn't worth as much, but so he's got a shield shooter hand. I don't have a shield to do it because that's really rare, and he's got a Battle-matic motion.
Battle-matic.
And that was the thing about the Series 2 figures, and they're a lot more rare than the Series 1 figures. I got $50 on him.
Battle-matic.
And that's a freaking deal on
Battle-matic is the kind of word you just want to say.
Battle-matic.
Mark thinks they're from '84. I just googled it quickly. Mark,
Well, he's probably
I trust
right.
Mark.
So
I trust Mark more than I trust Google.
I think
so.
Series 1 was '83, and I think Series 2 was '84. They were a year apart.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
my phone's about to die, so we don't want to ask me any more questions.
My Advanced Dungeons and Dragons LJN, our collection is so close to complete.
What are we missing?
They did PVC versions of the heroes, like
crystal ball.
no, we have all that.
Oh yeah.
We only need the small versions of, like, I think I have Steelheart, but there's like 6 small PVCs, Skyla.
Of characters.
Yeah.
And then there's the D&D cartoon.
And then there's the cartoon
PVCs.
thing that was only made in Spain,
But they were only.
which is fucking insane.
It's.
I don't know if I'll ever come across
There's
that.
a set of 5 of them up on eBay right now for $500. And someone in one of the groups I'm in is trying to sell one of the Dungeon Masters right now, but doesn't know what she wants for it, so she's just like fishing.
Brian Donahue, any Star Wars coming? One thing.
Yeah, not.
2 things.
Not anything.
That's alright, 2 things.
Not anything crazy.
Little kid Star
We
Wars.
got a Hallmark Itty Bitty Greedo, mint on card. Kinda cute.
He's cute.
He's really cute.
$10.
He's $10.
Yeah, stocking stuffer.
Itty bitty bitty. Oh, they made a blue snag itty bitty. That's cute.
Is he plush or plastic?
He's plush.
He's plush. Yeah, he's a little plush, itty bitty, kind of like a pop, but plush. But the card is cool because it's like a vintage card. $10.
It's like those Tsum Tsums except upright instead of flat.
So.
Well, you know those Tsum Tsums are like cute, but they're
I
like.
think you're making up words.
I'm not. They're called Tsum Tsums. They're like they sit
Give me
like
the
they're little
other
like
Star Wars.
balls.
Oh,
or
they're
something.
real. They're definitely real.
Yeah, they're a thing.
And this is the other Star Wars thing we have. A Galactic Heroes new mitten box.
It's got a little
Millennium
wear.
Falcon. Yeah, the box isn't perfect, but it's not terrible.
No, the box isn't perfect.
Still displays fine.
If you're an inbox collector, this is not the one for you.
And this is $50.
It's
It comes with Chewie, R2, and Han.
Little kids love these. Christy's kids love
This
these.
is a great line.
I-
This Galactic Heroes line is fucking
Okay.
I
amazing.
actually, I'm kind of sorry and glad that I didn't start collecting it.
And
It's
it's also
funny.
doubles as a display case.
Yeah.
So, not a display case, a carrying case.
The sculpts are cute and like not bad for being cartoony.
Yeah.
Didn't we so I have nephews in Tennessee, my brother Johnny's kids, and I know we mailed Emmett, my oldest nephew, a huge collection of this stuff, didn't we? So $50 for that, which is super awesome. How about some G.I. Joes? G.I. Joes, anyone? Modern Joes, which I always have a hard time parting with because I'm a crazy army builder who has a sickness in the head.
I just want to do some claims here.
Okay.
Tiffany, I got your claim for the Greedo plushie, and Dina, I got your claim for the Millennium Falcon. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And I'll have those items if you would.
Here you go, Kermit. So this, And the fact that I'm not keeping it is crazy. But I'm an army builder and I'm a loose collector as far as my army building goes. So I don't want to open something that's sealed and in this good shape. This is a exclusive.
Oh, I love the back.
Cobra Desert Assault Squad. It's extreme conditions. They did it Arctic and desert. I have a bunch of them. And I would keep them to army building. Actually, there's an exclusive Major Blood that has like a tan mask. And then these are all like Cobra Desert Troopers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in here. And even if you're a sealed collector, this displays amazingly. And then there's a sister pack of Arctic that comes with a scrap iron, I believe, but I don't have that right now.
And I think I just.
But I'm willing to let this go.
Go ahead.
$100 shipped to your door. Again, I have to say it every time, but that's a deal, just so you know. And G.I. Joe is so fucking hot right now. There are mobs at Target.
Fighting each other.
There are male Karens
elbowing
at Target.
Hold on, what are male Karens called?
Kevins.
Chads.
Chads are younger than Karens, I think.
Oh, never mind.
I think. I feel like a Chad is like.
You guys make up a name for it.
What's it say?
Telephone is ringing. Weapon Studios.
Gary. Cobra, I'm trying to read the front of the box.
Oh, Cobra Assault.
Kens.
Cobra Desert
I like
Assault
that.
Squad.
Kens and Karens. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Thank
Kens
you,
and
Tiffany. I
Karens.
can agree with that. Frank is like, why aren't you putting that in the case? WTF?
Who this?
Yes.
Wait, I don't know. So he might be speaking about something earlier. What does he mean
Oh,
put in the case?
I'm guessing
He probably
he's
means the
just talking about
Ghostbusters. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
This could go in the case too.
Listen, if this stuff
This
doesn't
came out of the
sell,
basement.
it will go in the case.
It will go in the
Yeah.
case.
Tell
Well, that'll go on
me
eBay because it's
screen
mine.
in. You can stick it in the case.
All right, here's another cool Joe's thing.
I could have sworn I had that up.
This is like something that we accidentally didn't list. We bought a collection of this stuff, and this stuff's getting rarer,
I would swear that.
especially on card. This is Valor vs. Venom era G.I. Joe. But I mean, if you're gonna buy a G.I. Joe pack, so these are still the original molds from the O-ring molds. But that Storm Shadow Snake, it's a really cool version of Storm Shadow Snake Eyes and a Red Ninja, still on the card with one of the best comics ever created, G.I. Joe issue 21. There's a reprint in there. Larry Hama did a comic book with no fucking words in it, and it's one of the best comics ever. So you tell a story where there's nobody talking. If you know this comic, it's one of the best comics ever made. I would actually do really bad things for some original art from that comic. I heard, somebody told me on one of the G.I. Joe pages that there's one person who owns all the art from that comic, and they'll never break it up.
That's like
Now,
the
I don't know
one
about the
guy-
cover, but
that's
they
like
own all the art.
That's like the one guy in Hong Kong that owns all the original D&D
Did
art.
I say a price about this?
I don't think so.
$50 for sealed Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes, Red Ninja on Valor vs. Venom card. The card's it's very nice shape. It's not coming off the bubble. A lot of times these things are starting to come off the bubble. With issue 21 in it, which is the first appearance of Storm Shadow, and it's the first time you see that they have matching tattoos. The I Ching, which is the Arashikage
So
symbol.
Tiffany's significant other Ryan wants to know how much it would cost him to get a recording of you singing "The Telephone Is Ringing" for his ringtone on his phone.
That was my version of a Alice Cooper song called "Under My Wheels."
Mark said that that's the version of Silent Interlude that Larry Hama signed for him.
Oh, really? The reprint here? That's cool.
That's cool. Good
What's
old
the price
Larry.
on that one?
50.
$50.
Everything has.
That reprint
price.
probably sells for $10 alone. To be honest with you.
It's a great book, man. It's a comic book with no words. Like, it sounds ridiculous, but it's amazing.
You want to do more modern Joes? Here's a carded 25th Red Ninja mint on card from 2008. $20 shipped. Not much else I could say about this. Still mint on card. Joes are crazy hot right now. This is an army builder, but I'm not going to open it. I was collecting carded for a long time, but now I'm only collecting loose as far as army building goes, so I don't need it, and I'm not going to open it to put in my collection. That's just terrible. So $20 for the Red Ninja.
Red Ninja, $20. Can't beat it.
$20.
Are you running out of room? You can put some
No,
stuff
I'm
here.
good.
There's a giant empty space right in front
Here
of
is a set. Oh, this card's beat. See, I
Yeah.
could open that.
Let me see that. It's got something stuck to it. Can we get that off?
No, it's actually. Oh, it's over top, isn't
Yeah.
it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, it looks like two things got stuck together.
Yeah, it did. So it's the back of the card is ripped. So it's mint on card, but the back is so it's complete. This is 2 Pursuit of Cobra Steel Brigade figures. I can't bring myself to open them. I'd love to have them, but I can't bring myself to open them. One is
Steel Brigade.
Beautiful, mint on card.
Can you customize it yourself?
No issue. No, but it's based on that. And then this one, and then the file card has some tears in the back. How about 40 for both?
Tucker is just asleep over here.
Which is a pretty good deal, because
Tucker, what are you doing?
I think they do 30 mint on card, so it's like this one and then $10 for a loose complete if you want to open that.
Yeah,
So
the card
40
is
for
back
both
and
Steel
Tucker's
Brigades.
not great.
Rise of Cobra. Toys R Us exclusive, one of the best versions of Firefly, other than the like
Original vintage.
OG, you know, V1. This is so cool. He's all tactical. This was a Toys R Us exclusive in like 2009, I think, when the Rise of Cobra movie came out. $28 shipped to your door.
What a steal.
Yeah, they do $35-$40.
Yeah.
Listen, we're not giving anything away.
No,
You're just getting a good deal.
Yes.
And if not, we
And
have a
it's free
store.
shipping.
It goes in the store.
Ship for free.
Ship for
anywhere
free
in
till
the
you
United
go.
States.
You want to do a?
There's a fly in here.
It's driving me crazy. You want to do a
Tucker, get
giveaway?
the fly.
Do the little giveaway.
What is our giveaway?
The Toy Fair item.
Oh, this thing? You
They
wanna
did
do
a
that?
sequel, sort of, to Silent Interlude for G.I. Joe Yearbook 3. I have Yearbook 3. I've never read it. Is it all silent? I didn't know that, Mark. I actually never read it.
Pacing.
Our producer is concerned about pacing.
Listen, so we'll just sit and talk, or I'll just keep going over the stuff.
It's fine. What we want to do, let's do one more item, then we'll do a giveaway.
Alright, one more G.I. Joe thing. This is, Spy Troops, 12-inch. It's been opened, but I believe it's complete. There's a DVD in it, the Spy Troops thing. It's Snake Eyes vs. Storm Shadow, Ninja Showdown. They've been out and played with, but I just put it back in there for safekeeping. The box has been opened. But I believe it's 100% complete. Man, what's that going to cost to ship?
Depends on where it's going. It's kind of weighty.
Is that worth it?
I mean, what is it worth?
It's worth that.
If that's what it's worth, then that's what it's worth.
All right,
Doesn't
so
matter
12
what it
inches
costs.
of Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, great versions, $25 shipped to your door. We're going to spend most of that on shipping if you live in Texas or California or Oregon.
That is a steal.
$25.
Benji, what legend is that behind the Ghostbusters? It is the set.
Benji, it's the full set.
Yeah, it's the full set of 6
Of
from
Bro
the Thor
Thor.
build a figure wave.
Yeah.
We are asking $225 for all 6. They haven't sold yet, but it's all 6, so you can build Bro Thor. $225.
So Frank said he went to Walmart to look at toys today. So you think toys are expensive on the shelves of Walmart? You should see what people are doing trying to scalp those toys in the secondary market. Go look at what like modern G.I. Joes are doing, 6-inch, or the classic line. It's crazy what's happening with everybody wants to be like a scalper reseller now, and they're holding people hostage. It's an actual shame.
Justin, don't you know that everybody's a toy seller?
Pop-up shop, what's that?
I'm replying to Johnny Monkey
Oh,
Hawkins, who
yeah.
said there should be a Farpoint in Camden.
We can't compete.
It's a pop-up shop. It's like a thing. It's like a co-op.
We should have a Farpoint case in Johnny's, and he should have a Monkey's Emporium case at our place.
I think that's something that might be happening.
I think that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Um,
Matthew is 100% right. Secondary market right now is insane. Scalpers have gone nuts. Bots are killing the market.
Bots are killing the market. Yep, and scalpers are just the greediest of the greedy. I mean, they're just buying everything and artificially driving up prices. And the thing that sucks is the enablers. Those of us who are so, I don't want to say sick, but who need the things so much they don't have any patience, and they buy the things from the scalpers. Like, even if, say the scalper buys 17 6-inch Cobra Commanders off the shelves, every one of them, right? An enabler pays and buy, so they end up selling 3 of them. Whatever they don't sell, they bring back to the store, and they end up being shelf cloggers, and they don't sell in the store because, you know, people pay too much for them from them. Just wait, guys, just wait. The stuff will hit the shelves again. Don't let these, anyway.
anyway.
I want to like hide. I want to do like To Catch a Predator, and like hide in toy store aisles, waiting for scalpers
not
to
for
buy.
children, for scalpers.
No, not for children.
Yeah.
No, so it's really to catch a scalper, not to catch a predator.
Yes, to catch a scalper.
But they really are preying on us, the collector. To catch a scalper.
Problem is, it's not
That'd be a
legal.
great YouTube channel.
Just sit in a toy aisle for like 6 days straight.
All right,
waiting
guys,
for
I'm out
something to
here.
show up.
No,
Target's about to open.
go undercover as a store employee, get a part-time job.
All right. How about some TMNT? Oh, what's it? Oh, more GI Joe. 12-inch Adventure Team. Now we never really do this. Yeah, I know he's naked. This is a vintage 70s.
You gotta get special effects so we can blur them out.
He doesn't. There's nothing to blur. He's got a nice full head of hair. It's what we call fuzz head. 12-inch Adventure Team GI Joe. He's got one small crack. His knees are cracked. Always happens. You find me a vintage GI Joe body with uncracked knees, it goes in a museum.
Tucker's softer.
Because it's just something that happened with their joints. So here's Joe.
The bolts were like too tight. It's times they were just.
Dude, Adventure Team 70s parachute. Adventure Team 70s parachute. Tent. Huge box of clothes. Camo. Do me a favor. See if this says Hasbro GI Joe on it. That's what you wanted to say. I think these are all, if not mostly,
I don't know why.
OG Hasbro stuff.
I don't know why I didn't think to dress him.
This is so fragile. The tag,
I know.
I'm sure, fell off at some point.
Most of this looks OG to me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this is hammered. I mean, the crotch is out. It's really ripped. The zipper still works, but the suit itself is
Fucking
like,
clam.
The clam is a thing.
I know it is. It's from
see
one
that.
of the sets.
I love
Look at this
this.
bomber jacket.
Look at the clam.
Bomber
The
jacket.
clam has covert
Boots.
electronic
Guns.
side.
Dude, guys, tons of stuff in here.
Frank said he wishes he had his hair.
Boots, guns. Frank, you rock the bald head. Your wife loves it, so. Little rubber hat. I mean, there's just this is probably an $80 just part slot, just to put it, if we put it up. I'm not going to do that though. How about? Fuck it, man. We're not selling anything else.
Yeah.
$80 for, and that's with him in it. I think the parachutes are worth $30 each, probably. So, anyway, $80 for a vintage 70s 12-inch Joe. You can dress him up however you want, because look at all the camouflage clothes he's got. I never got into this because I don't like dressing my toys.
I'm the opposite.
I'm not like into like dressing my toys up and being like, man, you look so handsome in your
He's not handsome.
camouflage.
He's no. You wouldn't dress him up and say that he looks handsome. You'd dress him up and he'd go murder somebody. He's got to get in his murder suit.
I mean, he doesn't need a murder suit. Flippers.
Here, let me dress him. This is weird that he's naked.
All right, dress him up. Dress him up
I'm
in
sitting
my
here kind of
love.
regretting that I didn't dress him when I had the chance.
I'm gonna dress him up in my love. Brian Donahue, full-size Snake and Storm Shadow me. That was $25, right, Brian?
Yep.
Congratulations.
I need to write that down. But this is a Boy Scout uniform? That will not fit him. This is a Boy
Brian,
Scout
just so you know who bought this, Brian is a madman. He is an actor, among other things. But you can see him in such delightful films as Swamp Zombies 2, where he gets killed by our friend Michael's children.
Swamp Zombies 2, Lucky 6.
Look, is that what it's called? I forgot. Frank is calling me.
Why is Frank calling you? Doesn't he know that you're live?
Yo. Hello.
Is he butt dialing you? He's butt
He
dialing.
does that all the time.
He's literally butt dialing.
Hey, are you butt dialing me live? You're butt dialing me live? Do you want to buy it?
Brian says there's no proof that he's in that movie and he put movie in quotes.
It's just gonna go up on eBay if nobody. I don't. You know, if people don't buy stuff, they don't buy it. Thank God there's nobody here that's a reseller, because I would feel terrible if there was like, you know, hey, I'll take that. I'll pay cash. You know what I mean?
I don't need no discount.
I don't. No. We're gonna put it on eBay if it doesn't sell. We don't mind it being a discount to our
inner
circle here. You want to come by and drop $100? How can we take? That makes no sense.
Sure it does. If he wants to get
No,
$100
no.
this, he can.
We'll work that out if it doesn't sell.
There's nothing but
So we got. Okay,
It is called Bartertown. Just so you know, nobody there can hear him, so it's like you're talking.
So
to him.
Frank wants the G.I. Joe because he knows he could put it on eBay and make more on it. He said the clam is worth $50.
He said you're worth 30.
So it doesn't have a tag in it though. There, you know, some of the stuff doesn't. The tags have been taken out. Yeah.
This Joe is very handsome. You're right. He has a face
And
scar.
listen,
which
he's
is
actually,
nice.
other than the 2 knee cracks, which is everybody, he's actually in great shape. I love that we're sitting here talking about stuff we're selling live. This is interesting.
No
The parachutes are both $20-$30 each, no doubt about it.
No one can
Unfortunately, no one can hear you talking.
hear.
He sounds a bit like Charlie Brown's teacher, even from.
But you know what we're going to do? When we move this back to the store, I'm going to set up, I'm going to get a speaker for my phone. So you can call and we can talk.
Oh, we could probably do it over the Google Home.
Oh,
His own oxygen.
he wants to
tank?
come in with a stormtrooper outfit with oxygen tanks so we don't breathe each other's air.
I mean, it sounds like a good idea. So Greg wants it for $80, so he can sell it to Frank for $100.
That's amazing. I think this is now $100. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, what do you mean, the art prints? So I won a print from an artist named Shed. Frank is asking about the art prints. So about a month ago or so, a guy posted a picture, an artist I know. Hey, what is this character? And it was a picture of the Baron from Dune toy. And I was like, oh, that's Baron Harkonnen from Dune. So he's like, oh, you win. And I was like, oh, I'm not even trying to win. But he so I won a print. And he sent us a whole pack of prints, which is super
We should,
cool.
Dave, we're taking live callers. Yes, caller, you're on air.
Did you see the turtle print he sent?
He's now dressed, everyone. Oh, he doesn't have
He
shit
did
on.
he did a painting
Hold on.
of the Playmates turtle toy. I'm gonna put it up right now. Are you watching while we're talking?
Mark, I thought prices go down, not up.
Yeah,
That was
there's
before
they
Frank
tend
got
to like.
involved.
Give me a second. I'm gonna post this, and then I'm gonna get off the phone because I don't want to train wreck.
Yeah, it's
But look at this. All right.
Frank, is your
All right, partner.
buddy?
Thanks for checking in.
Bye.
So Frank, this is a painting
Dude,
of the
how cool
toy.
is that?
How fucking cool is that?
Right? Dina, isn't he handsome in his outfit? I've got him all dressed.
Oh, now he might sell. Now, does Greg really want it for $80?
Greg, if you really want this for $80, it's yours. Just confirm. I don't know if you were joking or not.
Somebody asked about Brothrow. We said $225.
Yeah, $225 on the Brothrow wave. That's all 6
I'll tell you what, and there's no way I'm going lower than this for the Brothrow wave. $200 for the 6 of them. There's no way I'm going lower. So that's the bottom dollar on Brothor.
Bet your bottom dollar on Brothor.
What did I do with the sticker for that? Oh, it's right there.
Look how nice he looks dressed. Where's his little parachute? Is this a tent? This is cool.
That's a 10, yeah. That's all 70s Adventure Team, 12-inch Joe
Hold
stuff.
on. What G.I. Joe is getting in this tent? It's like baby-sized. It's a Fisher-Price tent. It's not a Joe tent. It's a Fisher-Price tent.
Frank put that lot together.
It's really cool. I like the Fisher-Price tent, actually.
Guys, I'm sorry we're going off the rails here. I didn't prepare a lot.
So Greg said, I don't want to start a beef with Frank. I'll let it go.
We're not selling our own stuff to our partner. That's like
Frank.
me saying, oh, I'll pay $100 for that.
Yeah, Greg, we're not selling this to Frank.
If you want it, it's yours. If not, it's all good. We're going to put it on eBay.
Yeah.
A couple more lots of
There's
stuff.
some good stuff in here. A little scuba jacket. Scuba.
People could be making money on us today. I got to be honest with you. That D&D guy for $50. If you have
Tell me,
patience,
tell them.
I'm not gonna tell them nothing.
This is what happens when we're not prepared.
Oh, here's something cool.
Oh, this is so cool.
The only thing about this is I can't show you. It's sealed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this is
Oh.
this year. The Comic-Con didn't happen.
You should have brought the other one.
I should have brought mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you can find a link or something. Comic-Con didn't happen this year, San Diego Comic-Con, but they still made Comic-Con exclusives. So this was, I think, an Entertainment Earth Comic-Con exclusive.
Did you take my pen?
No. Dennis Nedry, 1/18 scale, my scale. I bought two of them. I kept one. This is going. He is in a Barbasol can. So it looks like a regular Barbasol can.
Pass that along. That's going in the sold pile.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally lost my pen. I don't know where it went.
But then you could spin it, and there's a window where you can see him, or you can take him out. And he's G.I. Joe scale, Dennis Nedry. So I need everything 1/18. That's my thing. It's just what I collect. And this one I'm willing to sell from the case. Case fresh, brand new. Hopefully we can find a link or something to show what it is.
Sure, I can do it.
Or you can look it up yourself. Just look up SDCC Dennis Nedry.
The fact that it comes in the Barbasol can is so cool.
And it's a life size. It's like a movie prop Barbasol can.
Yeah.
$55 shipped for this Dennis Nedry.
It's really cool.
It is super cool. Hopefully we'll put a link. And
I'm just gonna try
if
to
you know
steal
what
a
it is,
picture.
it's super cool.
I'm stealing a picture. Trying to steal a picture, I should say. Can I post a picture? I can post a picture.
Frank said he has a line on a big LJN D&D lot.
I cannot post a
Think
picture.
anyone on the show would be interested? I would be interested. What are you talking about?
Me.
But anything. So here's the thing. We can put anything on the show. You know that. We just got to pregame it first. So say we buy a big D&D LJN collection. We'll get it together, and during the week we'll take pictures and share it and try and drum up some interest.
Yeah, it's all about the
I don't know if anybody any of our regulars are big LJN D&D people. I don't think so.
It's all about the hype, which we didn't really do any of this week.
Penelope just posted a link to the Dennis Nedry if you want to check it out. That's what this is. This is a sealed box, so I'm not opening it.
Yeah. It's really cool. The Barbasol can is a really great prop. We're probably going to put ours up on the...
I do have it all.
little, like, prop
I do have it all, but I still like looking at it. And I don't have it all. There's a few things I don't have. Little PVCs.
Do you have a Tucker?
I don't have a Tucker.
He's right here. I have a Tucker.
Speaking of which of Tucker, there's a little link down here, a coffee link.
Also great for dog biscuits.
Also great for dog biscuits, which is why I was speaking of Tucker. This is like our little tip jar. So we use it to buy our own coffee or biscuits for the good boy or whatever. If you want to like throw us a little bone for hanging out.
Throw us a little bone. Throw Tucker a little bone.
Aww.
Steel Brigade Joes were how much? $40 for the two of them. One is beautiful minimum card. One of the cards has some.
It's got a
This
little
one's beautiful.
weirdness on the back.
Minimum card. And then this one has some. It looks like there's some stuff stuck to the back of it. Like two cards were like this, and it's stuck to it. So that's not minimum card, but you can open it and complete. These guys do $15-$20. So, and then on card they do like $30. So.
How much does
40
Tucker do?
for the set of them. And that's two complete, beautiful Pursuit of Cobra Steel Brigades. And it's hard for me to come
I
off
wish
those.
you guys could see Tucker. He's just sitting here, just like totally like stretched out, just like awaiting pets. He's such a
Keith?
ham.
Oh, actually, no, I can't say. You have to look on the computer.
It's there.
Okay. Keith cleaned the Steel Brigades. Thank you, Keith. I don't know if you saw the other Modern Joes. I have a carded Red Ninja and a ROC TRU Firefly. I'm not sure if you saw them. And then there's also the Cobra Desert Assault set. I'm not sure if you're interested.
Any 80s sitcom toys?
We have a life-size Balky Bartaka Moose. Just kidding.
I keep him in the closet.
Ew.
It's weird.
Don't be ridiculous.
I love Perfect Strangers.
Cousin Laddie.
I love Bronson and Cheryl. There's nothing about Perfect Strangers that I don't love. Tucker is just like napping.
Well, you want to talk about hot toys right now.
Hot. LJN Dune figures.
Ooh, we do have some, but they're on display in the store.
Yeah,
they're kind of a museum
they're part
display.
Of museum, yeah.
They're tough. And we almost have a complete collection in the store, and then as we complete the collection, there'll be more for sale. Obviously, I think we have some doubles that are in the store. We don't usually put them on here. So this is a vintage Playmates TMNT lot. It's hard to like show.
How much was Nedry?
Nedry's 55.
Alicia, I got your Nedry claim. Thank you. We just saw you yesterday. Was that Friday?
Listen, wait till you open this. It's so cool.
It's so cool.
You get a figure and you get a 1/1 scale like prop of the Barbasol, which is super cool.
Oh, and she has a barbershop, so that's perfect.
Yeah, it is cool.
I love it. Tucker's like, you woke me up. Why are you
So vintage turtle case.
No handle.
No handle, but it still holds the guys.
Yeah.
You got a cheapskate.
Bits and pieces.
You got Slash.
Is that Slash?
I think so.
Shredder.
Shredder.
Or is it Toka and Razor? I can never keep them straight.
This is the wind-up version of Mikey.
No, that's not Slash. It's Toka.
Or whatever. Yeah, Slash is a turtle.
Yeah.
Listening to you.
Don't listen to me.
This is the wind-up version of Raph.
Never listen to your wife. How dare you?
Splinter.
Is he a soft head?
Undercover Don. Pizza Face.
Pizza Face. Classic.
This is like a wind-up Don, or is this regular Don?
He's wind up.
Wind-up Don. Sailor Mike. He's out trolling to get laid.
Him and Sailor Jerry hang out. Raspberry Beret.
Wind-up Don. Rat
That's
King.
a wind-up rat.
Him too. Triceraton. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Everyone's like, it's Toka,
10,
it's Toka, it's
9,
Toka.
10, 11,
Toka.
12 figures. The motorcycle, it's not complete, but somebody can sit on it. It doesn't have a sidecar.
Not getting this.
And a cheapskate. This is just a nice little lot. And there's some accessories I saw. So you got some of the accessories. Oh, there is a sidecar for the motorcycle. Shit.
There's a road.
I see
for
Rat
Splinter.
King's belt.
There's a road for Splinter.
Yeah. Turtles are super hot right now. I think I originally overpriced this at what I have it at.
It's a good, just a good various lot. You know, it's great for the kids if you want to get
12 figures,
turtles.
$75 shipped.
It's great just if you want to start with a kind of not a beater collection, but just like a low maintenance kind of fun collection. The little case is cool. It's just a good little bundle.
It is. And there's some accessories. Yeah, 75. I actually had it overpriced. What did you want?
I wanted to put it back all
Oh,
together.
Matthew, that's awesome. Matthew just interviewed the guy who sculpted many of the TMNT figures for his podcast, and also did the Trek figures and other Playmates things. That's really cool. Matt, do me a favor and post a link.
Look at my weird tan line.
Your weird tan line is weird. It's from your knee brace. You should have worn your knee
I had my
brace.
knee brace on when we went
Matt,
kayaking.
please throw a link to your page or YouTube up here. I can't change windows to cut and paste, so if you please throw your link up there. What do we got here? More turtles?
Another turtle lot. This is card backs, vintage card backs for the OG. These are 10 backs. Wow. So these are 10 back card backs, which means they are the original run. They're called 10 backs because there are 10 figures. This is all the turtle figures at the time. Eventually, they kept making these figures with tons of figures on them because there was more figures out there. This is the 10 back version of Leo, Don, Mike, and Raph. So these are your original 4 turtle 10 back cards. Finding these turtles on these cards is very expensive.
Wow.
But
Those cards are worth money.
And then I believe these are the 4 turtles. They all have their belts. I don't see any weapons though. So the 4 original turtles. Wait a second.
They soft heads?
No. The 4 original turtles. And then there's like some other stuff in here. It looks like
Like modern, like little mini guys?
not modern. Some of the mini guys from the vintage line.
Oh, cool.
This shredder might be modernish.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about
It's
this.
actually a fucking awesome version of Shredder. That's a very cool version of Shredder. He might be from the Revenge line or the
Revenge
2K3 line. Yeah, these look like the 2K3 maybe.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Those two.
And then a bunch of minifigs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minifigures. The Turtles, April, Splinter, and Shredder. Just a bag of minifigures. And then a carded minifigures. Another little turtle lot. Dude, the OGs and the cards.
Yeah, do they have any accessories with them?
No. They do have their belts. They gotta be $10. 10, 40.
One guy doesn't have his belt.
Alright.
3 of them have belts.
Well, with the cards, let's call it. Yeah, I should just combine the 2 lots.
I mean, the first one didn't sell, so maybe we can. Hard head or soft head?
Hard head.
Hard head.
So and with those cards, they should be soft heads probably, but I'm gonna combine the 2 lots because there were no OG turtles in that original lot, and I think I said 75 in that original lot.
You did.
Let's do 100 for everything.
Okay.
Right, because I was gonna say 50 on this, which those card backs are.
The card backs are better.
So
than
$100
anything
for this lot and the previous turtle lot. That's 12 plus 16, 17,
16 vintage turtle figures.
18 card backs. Yeah, that's
2 incomplete vehicles. 4 card backs from original turtles. And some extraneous stuff.
$100 for both those. For both.
We got it. We got one.
Yeah, that's a fucking deal.
We got Greg claiming that turtle up. Thanks, Greg. Double whammy, huge oak turtle.
Greg, you buy smart. If you end up opening a store near us, I'm gonna burn it to the ground.
Tell us how you really feel. Is that everything?
That's everything we brought.
Jesus, I really slacked this week.
Nah, well listen, Manny.
Start selling at the
I told
grocery
you this.
store.
What do I know?
We are really focusing on working on the store because we need to reopen at some point. I mean, we're always going to do Bartertown,
Yeah.
but it's not always going to be a 2.5 hour thing. It really depends on what we have that week.
It's weird.
And dude, we have so much stuff, but I'm not pilfering the store.
We can't
to
because
just come here.
we're just now beginning to be able to put the store back together.
Yeah.
After, I mean, before the fire even, we were closed since March, and we've just been slowly just pulling stock out of the store. And it's time for us to start rebuilding to be able to reopen. So the last thing we want to do is pilfer just stuff out of the cases that we just put back in there. But this week really started the true rebuilding process. We have lights in most rooms that we can rely on. We have now AC, which was huge. You know, when it was 90 degrees
We
in
couldn't
the store,
work in the store. Yeah, we couldn't do anything.
And pitch black, it was impossible to work in it.
Yep. So we had like given up on doing projects in the store, but now that the store has air conditioning, I'm back in there pulling walls apart, doing work, which is why I haven't been able to do this kind of work. It feels good to be back in there working on things. Man, I don't know. I want to do like a toy review. I want to like open brochure. We need
You're
something.
not opening brochure.
No.
Let's review everything that we have here.
All right, Diamond Ghostbusters.
Well, we said 200 on
I
those?
said 200 with the
usually-
shad print.
We usually knock things down a
So they
little.
were originally
Well, we
200,
paid, they were 225.
and then we got
No,
this.
that was the growth order. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were originally 200, and I threw this in.
Yeah.
But I was going to sell them for 200 without this. If people don't want them, I'll put them over on eBay.
I mean, okay.
Okay, 180.
Okay.
200's already a deal for this.
I know. That's why I thought 180 is way low. I would have done 185, 190.
180 for the Diamond Ghostbusters 15 figures and this amazing shad print, which is probably on his website, I would assume, decent money.
And that's we're not selling the print.
No, it's
part
going
of
with the
set.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It's actually, I mean, that just makes a cool display.
I was gonna say it's too perfect not to keep them together.
Yeah, that's just.
So, just to recap, guys, we're going to go over everything again and drop everything a little bit. Lot of 15 Diamond Select Ghostbusters figures.
It does not include the
It
Banshee.
does not include Banshee, except I'm probably going to throw it in the box when Justin's not looking.
No, you're not. No, Banshee, dude, Banshee is. We could
Banshee?
probably auction Banshee off at this point and make good money on
Like
Banshee.
Gorzak, we had the...
Banshee is ours.
Gorzak was funny.
Banshee
Gorzak.
stays with the producer until it's time for the show again.
Yeah.
That's the entire set. $180 plus the Shad Nowicki print. Please check out his page. I know there's a couple links to it in there. Chris Wilde can't wait until we can access the store again. He's excited to bring his daughter to see the Museum of Toys.
Yeah, same. Rise of Cobra, TRU Firefly.
Don't hurt Banshee.
25 is as low as I'll go. I have 28 on it. It's a $35 figure all day long. $25.
Ronnie, can you guess which one of us is Master and which one of us is Blaster? He said Master Blaster once upon a time.
Valor vs. Venom, the Ninja pack of Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, and Red Ninja O-ring versions. These are awesome if you're an O-ring collector. It still displays amazing with the reprint of one of the best G.I. Joe comic and one of the best comics of all time. I had 50 on it. 43. $43 shipped to your door.
Dan said the Banshee is one of 2020's highlights.
Oh yeah,
Matthew
thank
said
you.
Gorzak will never die. I hope Gorzak's living a good life somewhere.
Who got Gorzak?
Some random, I don't want to misspeak in case he's watching, just a random person that we never heard from before or since.
That sucks.
And I was and it was weird because we had tried to do an auction and it didn't work, and he ended up getting Gorzak for $20.
Yeah, it cost more to ship.
It cost me $23 to ship him to the guy.
I wish someone like in the circle here would have got him and he could visit us. Like, look, Gorzak's watching you guys.
The Ninja Pack was 43, you said?
Yeah, I reduced it to 43.
It's going to Dina and Mark.
Mark's like, man, we gotta buy something. Don't feel that way. Easy to display in your collection, though. Dude, I gotta tell you, they're G1 molds, they're V1 molds. It's a really cool set.
A Gorzak collector. I hope so. I hope he didn't just go to like a random. Like sometimes I feel about toys the way I feel about pets. Like I hope that they were adopted by good parents and that they're being well taken care of and appreciated. What you got there, man?
$100.
Desert Squad Pack. Cobra Desert Assault Squad, led by Major Blood.
2008. This was an internet exclusive. I don't know if it was BBTS. $100. I mean,
if you don't want to go lower than 100, just reiterate your price and put it to the side.
It's fine.
It's all good.
$20 for a carded Red Ninja.
Yeah, I know you guys are good toy parents. I was worried about Gorzak. I'm still thinking about him.
Hopefully he didn't get like who was the evil kid in Toy Story? Sid. Hopefully he didn't get Sid.
Yeah, I hope Gorzak didn't get to a Sid. Although customizing toys is cool too, so I don't.
Did I really reduce those because I was just 180?
You did, and no one's buying them.
That's fine.
Okay.
And I reduced Brothor to 200, and that's as low as I'm going on that Brothor set. So.
Matt, you're selling Star Trek prototypes?
Oh, you know what? Brian might be interested.
Yeah.
You guys know each other. Is that Matt?
It's funny. Matt was like, I was just talking to Brian about something or other.
Somebody I think Brian just invited me to a Star Trek, like, collector group of, like, untold stories or something like that. I forget. I just accepted it earlier today, but I didn't really go over it. Brian's really into that stuff. He's really into, like, screen use prop stuff.
Dude, his prototype collection is off the charts. He's got Dune prototypes. He has the Gurney Halleck prototype head.
I know.
Crazy.
I think that's it, man.
Crazy.
We got,
What else? We go over everything else.
Yep, that got reduced.
$200 for the complete Brothor wave, all 6 figures. $200. Going once, going twice. It's going in the store otherwise.
That's what on eBay.
It's going on eBay otherwise.
For
$250.
And they'll get it.
And we'll get it.
Okay.
So
I don't want.
$200,
Listen.
guys.
So here's the thing.
200. Going once.
Because we haven't really hyped
Going
anything
twice.
around the internet, it's the same group of people, and I love this group of people, and they buy what they want. They are not beholden to buy anything. Coming and hanging out is all I give a fuck about, to be honest with you. We do this for a living, and today is not the only way we make money. We still sell online, so just hang with us.
Shannon asked if we have any of the Road Warrior figures. No, man. We're trying to complete our own collection. We have.
We have one in the store, I think.
No, we sold it.
Oh, they sell fast.
It was the carded.
Were they
carded
Toy
maps.
Island or something?
N to N.
Oh.
I believe. Random.
It's a real shame about that line and about that movie, like as far as licensing goes. I wish someone like Mezco or NECA would get the license for Road Warrior stuff, because imagine the freaking action figures you can get, right? I mean,
I wasn't listening. I was playing the Tucker. I'm sorry.
I don't know what the rights issue is with likenesses for that stuff.
Oh, it has to do with like the contract that the actor originally signed. Like, does it include that stuff? Because if not, they have to get special permission. I know that was a thing with Sigourney Weaver for a long time. There couldn't be any Aliens figures that actually used her likeness.
Well, the '90s kind of stuff didn't have anyone's likeness.
No.
But obviously she signed off because now she's all over the place with Ghostbusters and with the aliens and all that stuff.
I mean, if when you get to a certain point in your career, you want money. I guess you say yes.
I think she had a thing where she didn't want guns. Like, she didn't want to be associated with weapons and guns or
I
something.
mean, that's a fair opinion to have. She doesn't want toys of herself with guns. That's.
Because I'm not ready to sign off, but I'm not. That's it for what's for sale. Anybody want to talk about anything?
Anybody want to talk
Anybody
about
have any AMA? You want to do an AMA? You want to turn this into an AMA?
Let's turn this into an AMA. Ask us anything.
Oh my God! Really?
Sure. Why the hell not? We're not ready to get off stream.
All right, let me log back on here.
How about ask us almost anything?
No, ask me anything. I don't care.
I don't have to answer it.
I don't have to answer.
Yeah.
I can just.
You can ask me my social security number. I'm not going to answer it.
Ask me what I'm having for dinner because I'm
Frank,
hungry.
and he's right.
Yeah,
the end-to-end line was on clearance forever. Nobody wanted those figures, and rightly so, because they don't look like anybody from the movies. But now looking back, being as though that's the only Mad Max stuff, they're sought after.
So Greg just
I have some great versions of the 118's cars.
Greg just made an interesting point. He can find out about the Road Warriors' rights tomorrow, so he's kind of outing himself a little. Yeah, our friend Greg.
Greg, that you find out about those rights. That's a license that is a sleeper. Like, there is a huge cult following, and I know this specifically because of collecting 1/18 scale diecast cars. The Mad Max cars go for huge money. So,
Yawning. Coffee.
damn,
Drink this.
lack of barbecue.
Here. Oh, it's empty.
It's empty. Did I use the stencil? So Mark gave me a Cobra stencil. No, I have
No,
not.
what?
You saw it?
No, I didn't.
I brought it home and put it in it's sitting in our Stonehenge model.
No, you didn't show me anything.
He gave me a little stencil he made with his 3D printer.
That's freaking awesome.
You should see what he's making with his 3D printer.
I want a 3D printer.
Me too.
I want everything.
I'd go fucking crazy. I don't have time for it.
Keith
Justin.
is asking you, who is your favorite Joe character, Cobra character, and Dreadnought character?
Favorite Joe character?
Why is that only for Justin? Rude.
My favorite Joe character
I'm gonna answer it too.
is probably Lowlight, strictly because of the episode of the cartoon where he rules nightmares. If you've never seen that episode, it's amazing. Cobra is going into Joe's nightmares and dreams and turning them into nightmares, and the Joes are going crazy. But, like, Lowlight is not scared of anything. He's so fucking badass in that episode because he's like, my life is worse than any nightmare you can imagine. And, like, he's not scared at all. There's, like, giant rats. It's amazing. So Lowlight's my favorite Joe character. My favorite Cobra character, Christ, that's tough. I love bats because they're the best army builder. But as a character goes, my favorite Cobra character is probably...
That's some good questions.
Damn,
That's fun.
man. Bats because they're army builders. Not really a character, but I love a huge army of bats. I love Coco. I love Cobra Commander. You know,
Coco?
yeah.
Did you just call Cobra Commander Coco?
Yeah.
No one does that and lives.
Cobra Commander.
No, I understand where you're getting it from, but Coco?
Coco.
Coco.
No one
Yeah,
does that
sometimes
on
when you're...
Facebook.
Listen, we know, guys.
Coco?
When we're talking about...
So you won't call the Google thing at the store Boo Boo, but you'll call Cobra Commander Coco.
Instead of typing out Cobra Commander when you're talking to other collectors...
CC.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, we got a few other
Wait,
questions.
hold on. And there's another one.
I'm going to answer the question you just
Holy
asked.
shit. Oh, no, I gotta
So-
finish this.
Are
And
you
my
done?
favorite Dreadnought character.
Oh, sorry.
Well, as a... favorite Dreadnought character. I guess Thrasher, because he drives a car. He was a pussy in the cartoon, though, so...
Tell us how you really feel.
Road Pig had the best weapon.
It's a cinder block.
A cinder
right?
block on a stick.
I mean, how is that a weapon?
Is
Okay,
Zartan a Dreadnought character? Because I guess Zartan would have to be my favorite Dreadnought character.
totally. He's
I love them all, though. I mean, I have Dreadnought tattooed on my knuckles. I mean, you know, the Dreadnoughts... when as a kid, I loved Mad Max, getting back to Mad Max, and they specifically did the Dreadnoughts to pick up on that Mad Max vibe,
Yeah.
right? Like, they were biker Mad Max guys. If you look at the Thunder Machine, it's a Mad Max car. So, the Dreadnoughts are having a place near and dear to my heart.
My favorite G.I. Joe character would probably be Snake Eyes, because he's a badass ninja and he never talks, so he's like mysterious. My favorite Cobra is the Baroness, of course, because she's amazing. And my favorite Dreadnought, I guess, I really like Zartan. But Zarana's really cool too because she's just sort of like female Zartan, but that's kind of like a crappy like throwaway. Like, oh, let's just make a girl Zartan.
No.
But I like her. I like her style. She's very punk rock, and I really love it when she has the mohawk and like the fishnets
well,
and
the
stuff.
modern versions they did, where they did the
really
Cold Slither,
cool.
San Diego
I
Comic-Con version.
really love the Cold Slither Zarana. Like, she's just really cool.
Mallory asked me. She finally woke up. Welcome.
Mallory, thank you for your
What was
amazingly
the first
cute drawing.
ever give toy? I don't understand.
She corrected herself. She means G.I. Joe.
What was the first ever G.I. Joe? I don't know. It was 82. It was probably Grunt or Snake Eyes. I don't specifically remember getting my first G.I. Joe. I do remember being in like Sears and shopping in that era, and I remember playing with that first year of G.I. Joe figures out back, but I don't remember which one was the first one. I had them all that first year, but I don't remember who I got first, if that makes sense. But I specifically remember playing. I remember being out in the backyard of my stepmom's mom's and like building little huts out of twigs. Dude, just fantastic memories of that stuff.
So she also asked, what was the first toy that I ever loved? So I was a poor kid growing up, so a lot of the toys that I had were toys that my mom had actually made for me. I have a lot of really good memories of toys that she made me. I have a doll. She was a doll maker. The year the Cabbage Patch Kids came out, she actually made like a ton of money, and it was the best Christmas ever. Because she was making her own like knockoff. I don't want to call them knockoffs because they were cooler than Cabbage Patch Kids.
They were soft sculpture dolls.
They were her own soft sculpture, like Cabbage Patch style dolls. They would come with little birth certificates and like a little rattle and a little like hospital bracelet, and they all had names and everything. She made me one of those. I still have her. Her name was Rosalinda. I love her.
So that's fucking. I have to interject here.
Sorry.
That's
really not the question you asked.
But being poor made your childhood. Listen, I had a great childhood because I was fucking spoiled. I had everything. But yours meant so much more.
Not at the time, really. I mean,
no, of course not. When you're a poor kid, it's like the whole Eddie Murphy thing with like that.
We were we were so poor that like we didn't even have TV really, so I didn't know what I was missing.
You were watching Red Dwarf.
Not when I was 2.
Not that age.
Not in
Nobody
1981.
was watching TV when they were 2.
No, you're missing the point.
Right.
Like when I was that young, I didn't realize that I wanted a Cabbage Patch and only got this shitty
right,
thing
I got
my
you.
mom
You didn't even get the.
There were two years in 1981. We had no television in the house because it had broken, and she just couldn't.
Yeah.
It took her like 9 months to be able to afford to replace it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the kind of poor I'm talking about. So other than Rosalinda, my doll, who I still have, there's another thing. So when the Annie movie came out, we must have had TV by then because I became like minimally obsessed with Annie, which is weird because we were too poor to go to the
So
movies.
not you, and you don't even like musicals.
I was a little kid. I loved Mary Poppins when I was really little.
Okay.
So I wanted this Annie doll. Knickerbocker did this like 4-inch, like weirdly cute Annie doll, and I must have seen it somewhere. There was a corner store on my street, and I must have seen it there and like been obsessed about it because I don't remember seeing the movie. But we were too poor to even buy that, so she made me an Annie doll. And when I opened it, I remember thinking to myself, this isn't what I wanted. And I probably threw a tantrum about it, knowing me. But now, in retrospect...
I'm looking at her sister.
In retrospect, I still have my Annie doll, but I also have a version...
Where's her tantrums, though?
Can I please finish without being interrupted?
Yes.
Thank you. I also have the real Annie doll in the box. And I would rather have mine from when I was a kid than the crappy Knickerbocker one.
I can attest to the fact that we'll stop talking about their mom after this.
Why? She's
Unless there's
great.
more relevant questions. Their mom made them. She was very creative, and I guess creative because being poor Broadway, but she also was talented.
She was creative before being
poor.
but
she was talented. Like she wasn't just creative because she was poor. She was creative because she was good at it.
Thank God she was creative.
She made them things.
Yeah.
My paper mache Dagobah.
Right, like Kermit, Penelope's sister, had an ad you had, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I think my favorite Star Wars thing that my mom made for my sister was a soft sculpture Jabba the Hutt. And when soft sculpture, if you're not familiar with what that is, she used to use like a nylon stocking to sculpt like with thread the face of the dolls. So imagine a nylon stocking Jabba the Hutt with like a hand sculpted, hand tooled face, and he had little lips with like, and she put makeup on them. So there's like this little like makeup lip Jabba. It sounds ridiculous, but he's amazing.
but as a kid, that's awesome.
He's cuter than the real Jabba.
So Dave Snickers wants to know what our thoughts are on sideshow collectibles. He wanted to get
In general?
So they're amazing. The price is what it is because they are such amazing toys. One issue with sideshow collectibles, and they tend to hold their value if you're afraid to spend the money until they do the next version. So say you got an Iron Man from the first Iron Man movie. That was an amazing toy. I don't know if there specifically is, but I'm just talking in general with new versions of things. That Iron Man will hold its value until the next Iron Man. Perfect example is there was a original Iron Hulkbuster, and it was awesome. It was worth tons of money. People bought it when you got it originally, and it was immediately worth more once it came out. Because you had to pre-order these things. It takes a long time because they sell them pretty much by pre-order. Then they did another one that's even better, so the original one is not sought after or worth that much anymore. So there's nothing wrong with buying and collecting sideshow. It's a very expensive hobby, and they do tend to increase in value, even a lot of them. If my advice about collecting sideshow is don't be a completist. Only buy what you like. And that's my advice with collecting in general. Buy what you like, don't be a completist. Being a completist is very expensive and very hard. And listen, I love having a master collection of things, but it tends to get very expensive.
This question that Frank asked is amazing. Frank asked me what cosplay costume is on my bucket list and why. I want a...
Keith apologized for not asking you that, Joe, so it's all good.
I was just kidding, Keith, it's fine. It would be like asking Justin a cosplay question. It's not really appropriate. Frank, I want desperately a Kurgan costume from Highlander. I'm friends on Facebook with a guy who makes them. He actually did all of the sword work, all the actual blacksmithing for the movies and the TV show. He does Kurgan costumes based on the original sculpts from the movie stuff. He is 100% willing to size me and size the costume down to fit me. I desperately want a Kurgan costume because the Kurgan is amazing. It's just a lot of money. And many years ago, I paid quite a bit of money for my Baroness costume.
She never fucking wears anymore.
I got a little bit ripped off on that. I need new boots. And another part of that costume is they never actually gave me all of the parts. It's complicated, I don't want to get into it. The Kurgan, 100%. And I've got a guy who'll make me the outfit. It's just a matter of ching, ching, ching.
Tiffany wants to know, when are you going to get in? When are you going to start Supernatural again?
You skipped over. There was one more question.
No,
Veronica
Mark asked about your. Well, listen, I don't. We always say this. What's on my phone isn't what's on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, look on yours. Tiffany was first, and then Veronica. On mine, Veronica was first, and then Tiffany.
How about that?
Tiffany, I'm gonna start Supernatural again, probably after the show is over, whenever that is. And I gotta be honest, if Dean and Cass don't end up together, I may never finish. And I have a feeling that it's not going to happen, and if it doesn't happen, I don't know if I ever want to finish. So, I don't know. Maybe never. I can like the idea or the older episodes.
I know the answer to your next one.
Well, it depends on what she means by that. Veronica asked, who is my favorite Doctor?
Oh.
I'm assuming that you mean Doctor Who.
Right.
And that would be the
That's
fourth Doctor, Tom Baker, is my favorite Doctor Who. But in general, who's my favorite Doctor? Dr. Manhattan. Who's your favorite Doctor? Dr. Manhattan, hands down. He's my favorite superhero, favorite comic character. He's just amazing.
I don't know. Mark, what's Who's nickname? Oh, Coco. I think.
Coco.
Yeah, I think it's Coco.
We're way back. People are commenting.
In Joe circles, it's Coco. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorana.
Did you see my claim for the Cobra Squad?
I don't believe I did.
Someone claim a Cobra?
Keith, I am so glad that you reiterated that. I don't think we got your claim.
Steel Brigade, $40. That's the claim I have.
Yeah, did you, Keith, are you claiming the Desert Squad too? Is that what you're saying? Let me know. Favorite Joe vehicle and Cobra vehicle. Wow, Mark. Oh, you motherfucker. Joe vehicle's probably the Whale. I mean, if I'm doing what's that thing called when it's just your first thought?
Off the cuff, off the top of your head.
There's a word for it though, word association. Stream of consciousness, the Whale. Favorite Joe vehicle. Then I want to sit here and really decipher, but I believe it's the Whale. Favorite Cobra vehicle? Night Raven. Stream of consciousness. All right, those are my initial.
My favorite vehicle in the whole Joe universe is a Trouble Bubble, because.
Did we see that?
I did. I just saw that. All right. I want to do the questions.
Yeah, we're missing. So we're addressing the questions because this is actually fun. But we just saw a claim for Brothor, I believe.
Yep. Brian, I got your Brothor.
My fellow
Yeah,
actor.
that was $200.
Tell it to me. Who wants?
Brian, we need to get Newt to make Florida Man, dude. We need to be the Florida Man team.
If there was a claim, tell it to me.
I mean, I had the fucking beard, and now it's gone.
The Brothor, which is up here, and we believe, I believe Keith may have claimed the Desert Squad, but we're just gonna.
Yeah,
confirm
I
it.
don't wait for confirmation on that. But who claimed Brothor?
Brian Donahue. I have it written down over here as well. Alicia, do we ever come across Popples? Alicia, in the entire time that we have been doing toys, I have never once come across a Popple in the wild.
Are they the ones that corporate ball?
Yeah,
where the head goes in the
they
pocket?
turn inside out sort of, and they pop out.
I think we've had one Popple.
We've never had a Popple that I'm aware of. We had the thing with the nose.
Frank, get on it. Find Popples. Frank is our man on the street. He'll put his nose to the ground.
Mark was so poor he made his own toys from cardboard, and that's what set me to want to design toys.
Well, dude, Mark, it's amazing where you are now because your toy collection is fucking amazing, and what you're doing is you're acquiring what you wanted in childhood. It's so awesome, and dude, he made this Cobra helicopter from the comic.
Dude, I wonder. So Mark, I dabble in toy customization. I did a cool set of
Andrea has the.
Yeah, I saw that. I did a cool set of a Baroness, a squad of female Crimson Guard for the Baroness.
That just creeped me out a little bit.
Yeah, Matt creeped me out a little bit.
No, that's very Pinhead.
He meant it in the.
He's quoting Pinhead.
So Andrea thinks she has the Annie doll that I have. I now have both. As a matter of fact, I think I may have sold off the real one because mine is so much cooler. It even came with a little Sandy, her dog. It was an eraser. It was just like a dog eraser. It was orange that my mom had found.
It took her 45 minutes foraging through this giant bin of erasers to find that damn dog.
Yeah.
Veronica said that's why she's picky about Pops. Yeah, you can't collect them all.
Yeah.
There are Pop completists and they're fucking nuts.
Oh,
I mean,
Mark,
you can build a house out of how many
Mark,
Pops.
definitely the ancient Kurgan.
Oh yeah.
The new Kurgan's it's cute.
The dragon skull.
Yeah, but I could just throw that together with an old leather jacket.
You have to shave your head.
I don't have to shave my head. Just put it in a ponytail. Come on, nuns, no sense of humor. The Kurgan is so amazing. I love him.
I love that after his neck gets cut, his voice is all like this.
And he has the scar.
And he has safety pins because he was a punk rocker.
Yeah, weird.
More First Christmas dating might.
Aww.
Yes, please. So
All
I
right.
believe Keith is talking about this.
Keith, we got you. Hell yeah, the whale.
Keith, that's for my personal collection. Mark, hell yeah, the whale.
Yeah, Dina, I saw a Popple the other day. I'm scared to buy stuffed things. Yeah, it's weird. That's another reason. Unless we get a collection of stuffies from, the Cabbage Patch Kids we got. They were all almost sealed in their boxes.
Yeah, we're very particular
picky
about stuffies.
I'm very sensitive. My nose can pick out smell. So any weird, I'm very sensitive. So we don't buy stuffies unless they pass my nose test.
She spazzes about bed bugs too.
Yeah. And we don't, God knows where they came from or where they're going. And everything gets in quarantine when we bring it in. But even before COVID, any stuffies we got went into quarantine before they come in the store.
I started talking about Florida Man.
Yes, Florida Man. So Justin is trying to
I'm not trying to do shit.
be the star of a new
I'm not trying.
movie.
Oh God, stop!
He was
You're making it
asked-
sound so ridiculous right
It
now.
is ridiculous. It's
No,
Florida
but
Man.
the way you just said it is ridiculous.
So our friend Newt, who does all kinds of crazy movie stuff, you may have seen he wrote and produced, I believe, Swamp Zombies 2, Lucky Stiffs. He also did, what else has he done?
Well,
Midnight
so they
Show
started
with
out.
Weird. Yeah.
He started out in a web series called Underbelly with a couple other guys, and it was really creative, and it was early, and it was they reviewed things and they did funny interviews, and they garnered a pretty big following, and they've all branched off and gone from there. But Newt is a very creative, self-depreciating, also attention whore. I mean, he's a very creative, good guy. And he's written. We met him because in the mall. He came through. He used to run Hall of Heroes and work at Level Up for a little bit, and he writes really terrible B movies, but not terrible terrible on purpose.
They're not badly written.
They're always homages to shit cinema.
They're intentionally homages to the trash
So
cinema.
he has had this inspiration, which I think it's the best thing he ever wrote.
Of course, because you're the star.
you know all the crazy headlines? Florida man, you know,
Eats
found
baby.
with testicles of a crocodile tied around his eyes. Like, if you take all those crazy Florida man
Yeah.
headlines, and he was like, he wrote this Florida man script
Florida
about
Man
the
saves
guy.
Christmas.
Yes, about the guy, because all those Florida man is actually
A single
folk
man.
hero, a
Yeah.
single man,
He's like a Paul Bunyan.
and why all these crazy things are tied to him, and it's great. And he wanted me to play Florida man, and I was born for the fucking role, no doubt about it.
Yes.
Right, I was born for the role.
Oh, absolutely, honey, absolutely.
Anyway.
Yeah. So Justin is Florida Man in the New Island production of Florida Man Saves Christmas.
Well, no, but Newt's having trouble getting it. So he wrote this script, and it's like it's huge, and actually getting that script produced and made, there's a lot of effects and stuff, so it would be very expensive. So he pitched it to people, and they went out to Hollywood to like an independent film thing, but people out there didn't get it. I want to know if you guys get it. Like, you're not reading the script, but do you get the concept of all those Florida Man headlines? Because they didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about. Which to me means they didn't have their finger on any kind
They're a
of
little
pulse.
out of touch. I mean,
Because any of
Florida
us who
Man.
read the fucking internet totally understand as soon as I say the Florida Man headlines what we're talking about. So now he's just paring it down to a smaller thing, and the monologue of Florida Man is amazing. But
Oh, favorite version of the Enterprise, the D.
the D.
I love the
I
D.
love the D.
You heard it here first,
You
folks.
heard it. You heard it here
Alicia
first.
wants the puzzle box from Hellraiser. So they did NECA did figures that came with pieces of the puzzle box and like a Build-A-Figure, and you
Yeah.
can put them together.
I think we have that
We have one.
somewhere up on our shelf of cool stuff.
Dude, so listen, go follow.
Schlock and all.
I think it's Schlock and All
Schlock
Films.
and all films here on Facebook. I'll find the link and
Yeah,
post
we'll
it
post
in
the
there.
link. Dude's always got some crazy shit going on. He just did a little like 30-minute, crappy B movie. He really likes boobs and guns and like.
Yeah, who would have thought?
So Brian and I were both in a movie that Len Kabinski, the guy who's he directed it and starred in it. He is involved kind of with the Red Letter Media. He's done some stuff with those guys. You know, another. Well, I don't want to say B movie because they're really like F movies. Like they're way below B movie level. They're micro budget movies.
Karate Bikini Dinosaur Planet is the thing they just did.
Yeah. Go check it out. It's fun. It's funny.
We've done a bunch of stuff with New. We
All
did,
kinds of small.
We did Catch 'Em All, Kill 'Em All, which was like a Pokemon slasher movie, like fake trailer. Justin played Jigglypuff and he got to murder me. I played Hilda, the Pokemon trainer. Catch 'Em All, Kill 'Em All. We actually had the actual voice of Professor Oak in that. That was cool. What else did we do with him? We did like a Viking warrior planet like space thing that never really. A lot of his stuff is like fake trailers.
Brian shared a link. I'm not going to click it because I'm in here.
I think it's gonna be the
Mark
bikini.
recently broke his Enterprise. So you should see Mark's Enterprise. I recently went to Mark Caro's house. We dropped off some G.I. Joes and I saw his collection. And he's got a shelf with all the Enterprises that they weren't Playmates. They were better. Were they like Eagle Moss or something? I forget.
Oh, were they small?
No, they were big. Who else made them? Diamond Select, maybe?
Diamond made some stuff. Eagle Moss did. I thought the Eagle Moss only did the small ones though.
I forget
I had a
which
bunch
ones they
of
were.
those, yeah.
I'm sure he will tell us. Brian, what link? I'm going to see what link this is.
Project 21 2019 Florida Man something. I think it's the Florida Man thing that Brian worked on.
Diamond made the big ones. Okay, yeah.
Diamond Selects.
I would love to have them, but just another
Oh,
thing.
and Eagle Moss makes extra larges. Oh boy.
So right now, our bathroom is like space themed.
Yeah.
So we have like
Well, our mom always had this thing where there were always like aquatic and ships and things in the bathroom. So
Waterfowl.
that translated into spaceships in the bathroom. So we have framed pictures of like all of our favorite spaceships. So we have the Red Dwarf, we have the Heart of Gold from Hitchhiker's Guide. I think the Enterprise is there.
yeah, we have
That's the
a
size
Battlestar, a Colonial Viper.
Oh gosh, Tommy, yeah, it's the couch auction.
So Tommy, if bidding is starting at $250
Put your shoe on your
for
head.
this lovely
Put your shoe on your head, guys. There's a couch guy here.
for this lovely
Couch
Raymore and
guy.
Flanagan
Couch guy.
kick up. Starting at I don't get it. Is this the thing?
It's an internet thing. It's like a trolling thing where they go into live streams and try to convince the people doing a live stream to sell a couch or put their shoe on their head. and then they win the internet if they get to do that.
Oh, I just helped them win the internet.
Yeah, Tommy, congratulations.
But you got to buy the fucking couch.
You won the internet.
There's not even a couch in this thing.
There's not even a couch in this house.
There's not even a fucking couch.
There's not even a couch here, but that's not the point. Quick, put your shoe on your head.
Stop selling Kermit's furniture.
Yeah.
So Brian shot a Florida Man thing last year. I watched that. So I can't click the link here.
Yeah, it messes up.
It's such a great concept.
Yeah.
It writes itself. I mean.
Is my dog still there?
So I get to do like the southern accent.
He has just been laying next to me.
Any other questions, guys? If not, we'll let you go. I mean, we feel like we're holding you all up. I'm
It's
sure we are on Mark and Dina's TV giantly right now.
What was the first toy that Farpoint as a business ever bought?
The first toy we ever bought?
As Farpoint.
As Farpoint? Probably
Like
that
when
He-Man collection,
when
right?
Farpoint toys had an inventory of one item, what was it?
Wow.
So
it started off with our own shit, but the first thing we went out and bought specifically to resell.
The first thing that Farpoint as a business
I like that question.
ever went out and bought to resell had to be that He-Man collection.
Had to be.
I found it on Craigslist, I think.
That collection right now would be.
So we paid.
Jesus, I'd kill for that collection
This
right
was 10 years ago. We paid $300 for what was an almost 100% complete vintage He-Man collection.
Now that's not with any European stuff.
Yeah.
When you say 100% complete.
No, it was
all
all the basic figures loose.
Yes.
Most of them
and
were
some
complete.
of the rares.
There was a fly just running across the cabinet.
Eternia.
There was a near complete Eternia in the collection. It was amazing, and we paid $300 for the collection.
I know who has an Eternia.
We do. We remember who we sold it to.
Yeah, one of our first.
As a follow-up answer, you are destroying everything.
This is comfortable though.
It is, and you should not knock things over though.
Tara, you're on our TV too.
As a follow-up, I just want to answer this question. The first thing that Farpoint ever sold, was a Burger King stuffed Lisa Simpson doll.
Yep.
That's so
The
random.
first thing we ever sold in a brick and mortar location.
In a brick and mortar
we were
location.
selling on eBay well before that, but in a brick and mortar location.
But most of that stuff was like our own stuff. We were just kind of like cycling through to get like more cash for our own stuff.
There was that one pony lot too. You needed one thing out of it, so
yeah,
you bought
that's
the
always
lot.
how it goes.
So
Well, that's how it started.
Yeah.
Sold, yeah.
But the first thing we
I
ever
just remember
sold
that from being
as a business, as Farpoint, was a Burger King promotional Lisa Simpson doll, and I still have that dollar.
We're on Tara's TV. Hi, Tara. We still have the dollar, right?
I still have that.
Because we sold it for like
dollar.
$1.50 or something.
No, we sold it for like $8.99 or whatever.
Oh.
But the first dollar that I ever got from that first payout.
You know, you could be on the TV here if that would help. You could Chromecast that tab to the TV.
That
Wow.
would be weird.
Favorite episode of TNG?
Farpoint, of course.
No.
No?
My favorite episode of TNG.
Inner Light.
I have a lot.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
so
Inner Light.
hard. It depends on the day you ask me.
It does. I love Inner Light. I love Measure of a Man.
Love Measure of a Man.
I love Masks.
I love Tapestry.
So cold. A
Play
line.
dumb jock human.
A line as the unending horizon. There's
Jesus.
a lot. There's a lot. It's not Encounter at Farpoint, believe it or not. It's not To Boldly Go.
Yeah, that's a tough question.
It's a tough one. It's definitely a data-centric episode.
What's the episode called where I didn't kill one Horsnack? Hoosnack.
I can't remember the title.
That's up there.
It's decent. It's decent.
I tend to like the ones that you wouldn't think. What's the one where the collector, Kivas Faggio?
The Most Toys?
Yeah.
That's a good one. It's kind of an early data episode. The Kivas Faggio episode is good. Masks is probably, if not my favorite, it's up there.
I think the Inner Light. That's the one where
Inner Light is amazing.
Yes, I mean.
Measure of a Man, I absolutely love, and Masks are probably my three top. And they're all data centric.
Well, Tapestry too.
Tapestry is good. It's a Q episode, and I gotta be honest.
Tapestry is a Q. Oh yeah, because he sends him back into his.
I gotta be honest. I don't like Q. I'm not a fan.
You're fucking cuckoo.
And you're not supposed to like him.
Mom didn't like Q either.
Yeah, but the shit he does.
Yeah, I just don't like his.
Oh, what about the Thomas Riker episode?
So the Thomas Riker episode is cool, only because it opens my brain up for headcanon. It's a toss-up. I love Data, and I love Will Riker, but it's really a toss-up between Thomas and Will. Who's my favorite Riker? I guess Will wins, but I love Thomas Riker. only because it's so bizarre.
Oh, Dina said when Wesley Crusher got his heart broken. Is that by the shapeshifter being? Or no?
That was a good one with the shapeshifter girl.
Yeah.
But also, doesn't Ashley Judd break his heart?
I don't remember. Mark, Measure of a Man. I mean, that's such a great episode. Pinocchio's strings are cut. You fucking hate Riker in that episode. So listen, guys. Our friend Harry he never watched TNG before recently.
Yes.
So he does a podcast called
Hailing Frequencies.
Hailing Frequencies, where he has us and other friends come and sit and watch an episode and talk about the episode. And I believe we did Measure of a Man.
We have been on it numerous times. We did do Measure of a Man.
She'll share it.
I'm not sure if it's out yet. We filmed it not that long ago. Thomas Ritter was a Maquis turncoat. You're right. You're right. Best two-parter. I mean, it's got to be the Borg one, right?
Nick wants to know what our personal holy grail of a toy that I would love to find. Jesus. You know, I sold my holy grail.
I collect My Little Pony, vintage My Little Pony. I've kind of gotten off lately. I can't remember the last time I bought a My Little Pony. Because we're gonna move soon, and I'm kind of waiting to move to like redo my inventory and figure out what I still need. But I do need a Rapunzel. For those of you who aren't aware, they did a run of mail order My Little Ponies based on fairy tales. There's a Goldilocks, whatever, or is it Goldilocks? It's Rapunzel. They did a bunch, and Rapunzel is the holy grail of My Little Pony toys. Yeah. The last time I passed on one, she was $350. They're now doing $600 or $700. I should have bought it when it was $350. It's just one of those things.
They're doing more than that now.
They're doing $600, $700. I think we saw one go for $800.
I saw one do $1,200.
It's insane. It's insane. I'll probably never own one at this point. But she's, and when I say holy grail, I kind of mean it loosely. I'm really reshifting my focus more on D&D stuff. I've got some pretty sweet D&D stuff in my collection, not toy related, but just D&D books and ephemera in general. But as far as toys go, I think Rapunzel's my holy grail, current holy grail.
I've had my holy grails and sold them like a dick. I had all the Sears exclusive G.I. Joe stuff in boxes. Sold it all to buy the building. And I sold the Missile Command recently. I forget why. Just I think we were broke.
You used it to buy something. It was personal money. You used it for something personal.
A guitar or something.
I can't remember what, but it was...
Anyway.
You sold it to a good guy who'll give it a good home.
Yes. My holy grail toy collecting.
Oh,
I'd love to have the Knickerbocker Lord of the Rings figures.
Ooh, we have
set.
We have a ring wraith, right?
I'd love to have all of the Shoguns, the 70s Shogun figures as a set. Like, this is just museum stuff that I'd love to have from, in the museum. I don't have a specific holy grail toy I want. I want to complete my collections.
We have two really good D&D questions.
Oh.
Mine's a
what are your favorite race and class to play in D&D and why? Dave, my favorite character of all time, she's one that I always go back to, and now that I'm a DM, she's an NPC in my games, or will be. I don't want to spoil anything. She's a half-elven druid. I just love the idea of druid characters. Magic users in general are cool, but I really like the fact that druids are like nature-y magic priest type stuff. And elves and half-elves. Elves always struck me as a little bit too hoity-toity, but half-elves were sort of like half hoity-toity, half tortured. So I tend to like half-elves. Plus, I think I am a half-elf in real life.
Chris, we still have board games left from last time. We can do board games again.
We do. We'd have to recycle stuff that didn't sell from last time.
Tell them about
I
Caniculus.
think Frank has some too.
What? Tell them about Caniculus. Caniculus Gniflame. He's a gnome.
Is he your favorite race and class?
He's you mentioned your druid. He's my favorite race is the gnome because you have so much fun with them.
Kermit's favorite race is gnomes.
They can be just as cartoony as you want, like Caniculus is.
Justin, do you have I know you're not hugely into D&D necessarily. Do you have a favorite race and class?
No. I just like throwing shit against the wall and trying to play it.
He's been doing a Dwarven Bard recently.
Yeah, I'm doing a Dwarven Bard right now, which is really weird.
It's supposed to be role-playing, and you are a Dwarven Bard. So.
Right. I tend to play... it's supposed to be things that... But then I like playing, like... When I was young, I would play myself as a barbarian, the obvious. Playing a... paladin, like a religious zealot, was fun because it's so not me. I just like playing things that like are hard to play where I have to act. You know what I mean?
That's what's part of the fun of role playing. Nick asked an interesting question. Do you have a favorite set of dice? Nick, I actually own a set of prototype TSR dice from 1978. I would never actually play with them. They sit in a case, but those are probably my favorites.
Weren't they somebody's?
They actually came from the collection of Frank Mincer. So that's really freaking cool. Woo.
That's some deep
That's
D&D.
some deep shit, yeah. Like, I consider myself a dice hoarder, and those are by far and away the coolest D&D thing I probably own. Because they're prototypes. Like, they made them as prototypes to do, and I've never been into prototypes before or since I got those. Never really been a thing for me, but D&D is like so much what I'm into that I'm starting to go down that road. And I managed to get them for a pretty cool price as a birthday gift, so that was cool. But as far as regular dice go, I have a really nice set from Metallic Dice Games. You should Google them here on Facebook if you haven't done so already. They are made of opal, which is really cool. And again, I only use them sparingly. But those are my favorite dice.
You should see all her freaking dice.
I actually have, I for Christmas last year, my dice were in bags, they were in boxes, they were in tubs, they were in like tool holders, all kinds of Home Depot stuff. I finally got the coolest thing. It's meant for like nuts and bolts in like a tool shop. It holds, I think, 196 sets of dice.
We didn't do a giveaway.
We didn't do a giveaway.
Give me that automobile thing.
It holds 196 sets of dice, and I've got it a little more than half full. I think it's more like 3/4 full. I'm gonna need 2 of them eventually. I am a dice hoarder.
Let's end this with a giveaway.
How are we doing this?
Well, we're gonna let people.
Are we doing the number guessing?
So this is gonna.
It's first class.
Are we gonna have dinner tonight?
I would hope so.
So it's gonna be a toss-up between, I don't know, Chinese, right, which is our typical Sunday dinner.
It has turned into our typical Sunday dinner.
Maybe burgers, right?
Burgers, ew.
Let's
No
figure out a
burgers.
way.
No burgers.
No burgers. Oh, well,
I'm
trying to do a multi-choose thing, where they choose our dinner, and if it's right, they win
It's
this.
right. We don't know what we're getting.
Well, and then we have to like.
Okay, well here's
We
the
have to
thing.
rate a number down. Rate 1, 2, or 3.
Tell you what, we'll put out like 3 choices and let them vote for their choice. The choice that gets the most is what we eat, and we'll pick at random one of the voters
That's
that
too
gives that
complicated.
choice.
That's way too complicated.
All right, so this is a Toy Fair exclusive.
Yeah, so remember last week when I mentioned that we went to Toy Fair and got a lot of cool swag?
Automoblox.
This is really cute. Now a lot of the stuff
Weird.
that comes
So as a dealer, you walk around, they just give you shit.
yeah,
sometimes.
so a lot of the stuff that comes out of the Toy Fair swag bags are just random. Like
They're really neat random
Toy
stuff.
Fair is so cool because it's everything from like play pretend costumes and like educational toys for preschoolers, all the way up to like NECA, Mezco, Super 7, like highly articulated collectible, McFarlane stuff, and everything in between. So you're walking the aisles and they're literally like hawking their wares to you, and to convince you to buy their stuff as a buyer, they just, here, take this tote bag full of stuff. And one of the cool things we got is a really neat solid wood from the company Play Monster, an Automoblox miniseries. It's a Cypher, a C12 Cypher car made out of solid wood.
They have different kinds. You can kind of mix and match the wheels and stuff.
Yeah, the idea being that there's a front end and a back end on the car, and you can mix and match your different vehicles.
Matthew said, correction, they give vendors stuff. They give press a pat on the back and say, piss off, kid, you bother me.
Matt, it's funny you say that because I find, as someone who's just there as like a buyer, professional buyer, the opposite. A lot of the booths the last 2 years or so won't give you the time of day unless you're press.
Or unless you're a huge toy
Or
store
unless
with
you're
6
somebody like,
locations.
I don't want to say Toys R Us because they're out of business, but
But a
unless
buyer
you're
for a
a
giant.
giant conglomerate buyer. Like,
Yeah.
I only have one store, one
Matt knows
location.
this.
Yeah.
You
So,
can't get into fucking Hasbro as
no.
a vendor.
Like, try
I
to get
did
your Hasbro.
I did manage to worm my way into the booth. I can't remember the company name. They do all of the throwback toys. They brought My Little Pony and Strawberry Shortcake back to Target.
Is that the one we weren't supposed to take pictures in?
Yeah, we weren't supposed to take pictures, and we did anyway. And a photo I took in that booth was our most viewed photo on Instagram last year. Because you're not supposed to take pictures, and I did anyway because I'm bad. I forget the name of the booth, though.
I can't remember either,
I
but
can't
it'll come
remember.
to me. I'll remember like
But they
6
did,
hours after we're off the air.
yeah, they redid Speak and Spell this year for Target. They did Light Brights, all that really cool vintage stuff coming back. Of course, I can't remember the name of the company.
Basic Fun.
Basic Fun, thank you. Yes, Basic Fun. Great people, great booth, and I shouldn't have taken pictures, but I did anyway.
Well, their stuff
What you're
is
doing is
so cool.
helping hype them.
Yeah, Basic Fun's awesome.
Their stuff is so cool, though.
Yeah. So, with no more ado, how are we giving this away? It's fun. It's weird. It's made of wood. It's
all right. There's only 18 people watching. It's the
All right.
core. The core.
The core group. So I'm gonna write down a number between 1 and 20,
Yep.
and whoever guesses the number that I'm writing down first, give me a chance to write it down before I actually do this. So, there we go.
We don't care. You didn't have to buy something. We didn't have much to buy today anyway.
It's first class. It's fine.
The number of feet Tucker has.
The first person to guess the number between 1 and 20 that I've written down on my notepad here,
Go.
as of now, go. Oh, Mark, you went there representing Toys R Us? That's freaking amazing.
How the fuck did you do that?
That's,
he got.
That's so cool.
Mark you were working at that Toys R Us, or are you still working at the one Toys R Us up there?
I was gonna say there isn't any more Toys R Us.
There is one.
There's one Toys R Us? Oh, that's right, they've reopened.
Yeah. But it's not. It's a shade.
There's
Yeah,
still
it's
Toys R Us.
a-
My life is a lie.
It's like a shadow of its former self. Alright, some people are close here.
Wow, there's only 20 of you who have not.
Chris Wilde.
Chris
my
Wilde.
Man. My man.
My man.
Chris
He
Wilde.
actually said you could still come by and pick up food, but
Do it! You have an excuse. You can drop off his winnings. Chris,
you like
congratulations.
sausage and peppers? You don't need peppers, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's usually onions in it. She can't. Yeah.
I know.
But don't go by me. You stop to pick Chinese up for me on the way.
My man.
All right,
Don't
Chris,
call
I might head out.
Don't let me stand between you and your barbecue.
Wow, that actually worked out amazingly well. Because Chris was like, right before we did this, Chris was like, you can still stop by. Do we have a pile of shit for him somewhere?
Yes, because we still, Chris, I didn't forget about you. I still have to look up prices and value
Yes.
on the stuff.
We've been
that-
so busy doing
It's
non-toy store
yeah,
stuff.
it's so weird. I'm not doing business. I'm fucking turning lights on, changing light bulbs, and fixing things that are broken, and not doing toy
Landscaping
stuff.
and painting.
He's landscaping,
This whole week has been
painting.
the HVAC guys have been coming in, and I've been
Yeah.
like trying to be in there with them.
The whole last week and a half, 2 weeks has just been like,
There are 2 Toys R Us's.
wow. In America, I know there's still some in Canada.
I don't think
right?
they. Oh yeah, there's stuff they carry, but I don't think they like carry what they used to carry.
No, they're just sort of like keeping the name alive.
Now all the power of modern toys is held in the hands of Target and Walmart.
Yeah.
Oof,
Which
that's
is
exactly where
crazy.
You don't want it.
Guys, that was fun. We actually ended up selling a bunch of shit.
Dave got my joke about heavy and hardened wood logs. That was funny.
I didn't even hear what you said.
There are 2 Toys R Us's. I said it's heavy, it's hard, it's wood, and
Look
somebody
how cool
got it.
we look with the framed picture behind those things.
Paramus and Houston. What 2 strange of all the cities in America to have? You'd think it would be like New York and Los Angeles or something. But...
Chris said he'll throw in pulled pork chili too. He has a lot.
Oh,
All right,
God.
Chris, I'm coming out to freaking.
All right, Chris. I mean,
Lauderdale.
twist our arm, really.
Do I have to stop at the store? Does he have stuff at the store I'm gonna grab?
If you want to grab and take it to him,
Is
yeah.
it in a specific place where I can find it?
I'll go with you
Okay.
because I'm not sure where it is. I'll go with you.
All right, and all my rangers, guys, we love you.
Thank you so
it was
much
always
for having
fun.
me. This was fun.
It always doesn't have to be about us selling toys. I love sitting here and bullshitting
Yeah,
too.
Tune in
That was
next
a
week,
lot
we
of
might-
fun.
Tune in next week. We might be out of Muppet Studios.
Yeah,
Yes.
next week we might all be hanging back in the store.
Next week we might be back at the
Fingers
store.
crossed.
It really depends because right now we have that one
It's
whole
funny.
wall. We have that one whole
Mallory.
wall. We have one whole wall in the Great Hall torn apart.
Yes.
So the electrician can get back
You
behind
might get your
it.
first look inside
Yep.
Farpoint.
Mallory posted that picture of us, and we're in these chairs, and it's like, wow, this has become a part of
Yeah.
Farpoint.
We have to bring the chairs to the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
going to sign off
Tucker.
now. Chris, I guess we'll be seeing you soon.
Chris, we'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Food
Thank you
pickup.
so much.
58 South Barbecue
Yes, please.
is feeding us tonight after the fact.
Yeah, thank you.
We usually just like if other food wasn't here, we usually just order Chinese on nights like tonight. But
I don't actually grocery shop or anything. That's
let
my
me know what
fault.
smoked meats you enjoy, and I will
Oh,
smoke
God.
some meat for you guys.
What were you just eating? Chorizo lime sausages or something?
Oh, dude. Yes.
Anyway, all right, we're signing off.
All right.
Bye, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you on Sunday.
Bye, Freddie.
Bye.